Ain't no stopping us now. It is Tuesday. Y'all know it's Tribe Tuesday, and we are here. We are in the house. We're going to get into some shenanigans. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully, you all have had an amazing Tuesday. My Tuesday has been rather productive, I believe. The Native Tribe Shop has been updated with some more designs. Feel free. Feel free to come through at nativetribeshop.com. Check out the merch that I got. If you want to support the channel, that's a great way to do it. But we got some new stuff happening over there. So I've been working hard, y'all. Been working hard. How's everybody doing? Did y'all have some good dinner? Did y'all have a good day? I hope that you did. I really, really, really do. All right. So y'all probably wondering, well, Native, where's V Lenore? V Lenore was not able to make it with me this evening. Okay. We're going to try to hook back up tomorrow. V Lenore is up to her neck and trying to get moved. So if you came to see V Lenore, which I know a lot of people do, she's pretty famous. She's a little bit of a YouTube celebrity out here. I know. If that's what you came for, then sorry, you're just going to have to deal with me and my bald head. Okay. All right. I don't even have another bald head that's going to be here tonight because we're going to talk about Dre. So y'all don't even get to deal with this bald head. Okay. We got another call between Ernesto, right? And his buddy Dre. Okay. So Ernesto and Dre will be joining us this evening from a call from March 9th of 2024. A little bit over a year ago is what we're going to go over. And we're going to talk about what they were talking about in this particular call. Okay. Now, I do believe that my friend V Lenore is coming on behind me. So we're going to get through this call. Okay. And then we're going to talk about everything we got to talk about. Okay. So before we do that, let's see who's in the house with me today. I got up first, Leo Lady. Hello, Leo Lady. Thank you so much for being here. Says, good evening, my Gulf Coast brother. How are you, my Gulf Coast sister? No 504 in the house says, hey, Native and Chat. It's only Tuesday, but we chugging along. Yes, we are. Shirley's divorce finally in the house. Says, hello, Chat. Hello. How are you? The only black but not bitter is in the house and has flames in the chat. That's my hero, y'all. D-Dub is in the building, says, good evening, Native Tribe and Smoky. Well, hello to you, D-Dub. How are you? Nesto Shackle Shuffle Walker Shame is in the building. Hello. She says, good evening, Native Tribe, Urban Media, and the Tribe. How are you? Hope you are doing well. We Gotsa's in the house. We Gotsa is in the house with flames in the chat. Hello. Miss Lady is in the house, says hello, and has flames in the chat. Hello. Loving Life is in the building. Now, you know, if Love and Life is in the building, we got to say what up, though. Says, hey, Native Mod Squad and Tribe. Hello. Prominent Woman is in the building. Hello, Prominent Woman. I got Nola Brown in the building. She is speaking to everyone. Denise Marie is also in the house saying good evening, everyone. Ray Della Lewis is in here. Says, hey. Well, hello, Ray Della Lewis. How are you? London Pretty New York City Girl is in the house and says cheers. Well, hello, cheers to you, London Pretty New York City Girl. Southside Chi-Town 73 says, I'm awake. Hey, Native and Tribal. Hello, Southside Chi-Town. How are you? My relatives in the building says, hey, family. Hello. Happy to be happy is in the house. How are you doing today? Happy to be happy. Bridget Girl is also in the building. Hello, Bridget Girl. I got Jay Blake in here. She says, hey, and has flames in the chat. Now, Rossi has also made it into the building. Hello, Rossi. How are you? Tanya B here. Indeed, be here. And how are you doing, Tanya B here? I got Blue Bear also in the house. Tanya B says, hey, Native. Hey, everybody. Hello, Tanya B. How are you? Factor Feathers in the building. Says, hey, all. Hello. Portia Matthews has made it into the house. Says, hello, everyone. I thumbs up and took my shoes off at the door. Thank you, Portia Matthews. Could you talk to Shay B? All right. I got Sonia's Boots in here. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Sonia's Boots. Just Nikki has made it in. Says, hey, Native. Hey, Bishes. Hello, Just Nikki. You know, but then hey, in the house says, whoop, let's go on. All right. You know, but I feel you. We're going to get, you keep that same energy through this whole thing. All right. Andrea's in the house says, hello, Andrea. How are you? Justin's mom has made it into the building. Says, hello, Native and Tribe. Well, hello, Justin's mom. How are you? Hope you're doing well. The one and only Dimples Wimples 504 in the house, a part of that notorious Native Tribe Urban Media Mod Squad. Hello, Dimples Wimples. She says, Happy Taco Tuesday, Native Mods and Tribe. Well, I hope you got a good taco going over there, Dimples Wimples. Us, as in we seniors, need love too, says good evening, Native and Tribe. Well, good evening to you. Us seniors need love too. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 69 in the building says, hey, Native, Tribe, and Smokey. How are you doing? Ms. Niecy's in the building, says, good evening, Native and Tribe. Hello, Ms. Niecy. How are you? Val Baby's non-wet ass and a full pocketbook in the house says, hello, Native and Tribers. How are you doing, Val Baby? I hope you're doing well. Blue Sapphire in the building says, hello, Native Mods and Tribe. Hello, Blue Sapphire. Thank you so much for being here. Siri Colette is in the house. Says, good evening, Native. Well, good evening right back to you. Jackson Tabasco is welcoming everyone in the house. How are you doing, Jackson Tabasco? Minding my business being nosy is in the house. Says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. We got Jay Blake in the building. Jay Blake said, muzzled on a beat, Native. I see you, Jay Blake. I see you. Delicate Dale in the house says, hello, everybody. Hello, Delicate Dale. Thank you so much for being here. Shay B is in the house. Hello, hello, hello. I got your friendly neighborhood cupcake. Says, I made it in the room. Hey, y'all, chilling in the bushes, coming down from some anesthesia. I got the giggles. Well, we're going to make those giggles jump up and down. Miss Kim is in the house. Says, happy Tribe Tuesday. Hey, Native. Hey, Tribes. Special hey girl to Smokey. I'll let her know. All right. The only Tyrone Bigham says, I want to see V Lenore. We'll go to V Lenore channel when we get done. Right? Okay. All right. Don't start nothing. The only Tyrone Bigham's worst crackhead ever. Okay. Book Nerd is in the building. Hello, Book Nerd says, hey, Native and Tribe in the bushes tonight. No problem, Book Nerd. Thank you so much for being here. Yee aka Abuelita says, yeah, because I can't take Sonya today. Neither could I, and that's why we're not doing it. Miss Principal in the house says, good evening, everyone. Well, hello, Miss Principal. How are you? Who else do I have in here? That dude 06 says, hey, Native Tribe and Smokey. Hello, that dude 06. Reefs and Muff's mom is in the building. Says, hey, Native and Tribe, listening on my drive to South Georgia. Drive safely down there. And by the way, the more south of Georgia you get, Reefs and Muff's mom, the more police are out there. So please mind that speed limit, because once you get, trust me, I was astounded by how many damn police was out there when I went to, I was going to Tallahassee. I was just like, wow, y'all just every 2 miles. I got Popeye's Tribe Urban Media that says we want the V. Okay, well, go get her. Okay, that's all I can tell you. She's not here. Okay, she's not here. I know y'all came to see V Lenore. V Lenore is not here with me. I'm gonna have to live with just me. All right. That dude 06 says, I'm ready for this call. My brain gonna explode. Bloop, 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 bloop. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Miss Principal said, I'm still flabbergasted that Dennis got Miguel Gorilla acting up on these people internet. Look, Miss Principal, it's a simmering romance that has not budded yet. Okay, it's there's something there. Chi-Town CPA says, hey, Native and Tribe, I'm in the house. You are indeed Chi-Town CPA. Ms. Lady says, nice to have a break from listening to that little crackling hand voice. Trust me, I need a break too. Wendy Shot 73 says the twin is here. Hello, Wendy Shot 73. How are you doing? Ducky Dexter in the house says, Native. Hey, Tribe. Ducky Dexter, I got your message. I got to reply back to it. Those were some good pictures. I appreciate that. My Todd says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, my Todd. Chica in the building says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, hello, hello. Good Judy says, hey, y'all. Hello, good Judy. How are you? Rossi says, has anyone heard from Legacy Moon? I actually have heard from Legacy Moon. Legacy Moon is dealing with some things. She's a little under the weather. She is taking care of it, though. She did have a doctor's appointment today. So hopefully we'll be hearing from Legacy Moon in the next few days. Sleepy Libra 17 says, hey, everybody. Hello, Sleepy Libra. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Bella's in the building, and Bella says, hello. Hello, Bella. Gabby Girl is joining us on this Tuesday. Says, hello. How is everyone? Everyone is doing well on my end. Gabby Girl, how are you? Victoria is in the house. Says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Victoria. How are you? Natasha Razor Glam is in the building. Says, hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Natasha Razor Glam. We absolutely can all get along. Shay B, why do you say such a thing? Justin's mom said it's something about Dennis I do not like. Expand on that, Justin's mom. I don't have a problem with Dennis. I don't. Now, Justin's mom, can I listen to Dennis for a very long time? No, I can't. But I don't really have a problem with him outside of that. But, I get it. I totally get it. Jet Black Straight's in the building, says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Jet Black Straight. Myretta says, my brother Native, you sound so much better today. Well, I'm trying. Let's just say that. Leo Lady 251 said, that's the August Leo. I'm the same. I got friends. My friends are good. Okay. Let's see. Is everybody accounted for? Let me just see. Virtual Center's in the building, says, hey, Native. Ilvia gave you a shout out. Oh, did she now? Interesting. Okay. Ilvia gave me a shout out. All right. I would love to hear how that went. Okay. All right. I would love to hear how that went. Shirley's divorce finally said, did she go to the doctor? I hope she's doing well. She did go to the doctor, and she is recuperating. So hopefully she'll be back in. She'll be back in form in the next few days. Okay. Let's see. Rhodey Love says hello. All right. And Kimmy K says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello, Kimmy K. How are you doing? All right. Let me see. Is everybody accounted for? Lou Springer's in the building. Hello, Lou Springer. How are you? Sherry Berry 11 says, I'm here, y'all. Hey, Tribe. Hello, Sherry Berry. Thank you. One Pepsi's in the building. All right. I got Ms. Mad About Music in the building. Sweet Peas is in the building. We Gots is in the building. Baptize That Ass is in the building. Okay. All right. Virtual Center. Please, if you could inform me, I really would like to know what kind of shout out I got over there at the Fat Mouse's house. I really would like to know that. G Creates got flames in the chat. Hello, G Creates. How are you? Tamara's in the building. Says, hey, y'all. Hello. Shay B says, Native, I was referring to you at Tyrone and Popeye's getting along. I have no problem with Tyrone and Popeyes. Tyrone want to see V. Lenore. Popeyes want to see V. Lenore. And all I did was direct them to where they could see V. Lenore. That's it. That's all I got. All right. Anyway. All right, y'all. Anyway, we're going to get into this call, y'all. It's not a very long call. Okay. I don't want to keep y'all up here all day because, like I said, I got my friend coming right behind me. So I want to make sure that she got enough wiggle room. Okay. All right. Let me see. Virtual Center said the Fat Mouse said she was telling on you for talking about her. That's what she said. Who's she telling on me to? To my mama? Who's she gonna tell on me to? YouTube? To my mama? Huh? That's what she telling? All right. Well, we'll see how that works out for her. Shannon 28 in the building says, hey, Native and Tribe. Hello. All right. Let's get into this call, y'all. Now, beautiful scenery. Absolutely gorgeous scenery. Okay. She gonna tell lawyers on me. That's what she telling. The fuck ever, man. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, Sylvia. She gonna tell lawyers on me. Anyway. Hey, Miss HLS. Miss HLS is in the building. Miss Riri, 60 and Fabulous, is in the building. Says, hello, everyone. How are you doing? Tamara says, ooh, Native, you gonna get a whooping. I ain't met a mother. See, y'all gonna cause me to cuss this early into the damn call. I'm a quote LL Cool J, Tamara. I ain't met a motherfucker that could do that yet. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Chi-Town CPA says, Native, you saw my dentist comment. I don't think I did. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Chi-Town CPA said, yeah, it's the arrogance for me with Dennis, D-list reporter. At best, the plus is only because he found V. Wow. Wow, shout out CP. I don't have the same issue with Dennis that y'all have. I don't. He's just a brother out here in these YouTube streets, doing his thing. I'm just saying. Justin's mom said, but have you met a Slorilla? I'm gonna say it again, Justin's mom. I'm gonna double down. I ain't met a motherfucker that could do that yet. That's all I'm gonna say. And I ain't gotta meet her because she damn sure don't qualify. All right, okay. Anyway, my tie says so. We might need to pass a collection plate for that bail money, man. Please. I got 99 problems and a Slorilla ain't one. You heard me? Texas Toy said, y'all know Native can't come for his brother husband. I don't have no problem with him. I don't have no problem. I have zero problem with Dennis Byron. None. Like I said, he a brother out here doing his thing. He just out here doing his thing. I know some of y'all don't like him. I'm just saying. I revives. What is she calling a lawyer for? What is she calling a lawyer for? She gonna do a Drake. Because see, here's the thing. If I dish you, all you gotta do is diss me back. She calling a lawyer for? What the lawyer gonna do? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Savannah Clover in the house says, hello, Native in chat. Infamous Slorilla is looking for sympathy, likes, and money. Shannon 28 said he's okay, just a little dry. I have zero issue with the dude, really. None, none. Now Janetta, Janetta want me to do the impression of Dennis falling in the snow. Okay, all right. And yes, I have made this joke about Dennis falling in the snow, but even Dennis had to laugh at Dennis falling in the snow. So yeah, so Janetta wants me to do Dennis falling in the snow. Okay, Janetta, I will do this for you. Okay. But again, does not mean that I have a problem with Dennis Byron, okay? But the shit was hilarious, okay? All right. It was Dennis Byron that went outside when we had the snow here in Georgia. Now, Dennis is a New Yorker, right? So Dennis, I was expecting him to handle this a lot better than he did. So Dennis goes outside and Dennis has his phone and he's recording. And Dennis says, okay, guys, I'm out here and I'm doing this thing. I'm out here and it's snowing. There's snow on the ground, and I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna walk over here, where I'm just gonna take a walk over to my neighbors, so y'all can walk over here with me. I'm just gonna take this first step. What the fuck? Oh, God, fuck! The son of a fuck! Keep coming! Shit! Oh shit! I bust my ass, you guys. I bust my ass. That's that shit was funny, y'all. I'm sorry. Shout out to Dennis Byron and the Hip Hop Inquirer. Okay. Shout out to Dennis Byron. But I ain't gonna lie, even Dennis had to laugh at that shit. That shit was hilarious, yo. So it was just, if y'all haven't seen it, I'm pretty sure he's got it on his channel still. So y'all go check that out. Go check out Dennis Byron over there at the Dennis Byron channel. Okay. All right. So so there's that. Okay. Let us the fall was forever. The fall took forever. Oh my God. Oh my God. It was, look, Texas Toy Sales the longest fall. It did. It took forever. It actually did, yeah. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake says that he actually quote Luke in the fall. No, that's my interpretation. Okay, I kind of threw that in because that's kind of what I heard. That's kind of what I that's kind of what I heard. Let's see. So Chica says, so Slorilla is going to use the same lawyers her mods pay for to sue Neesto. I guess so. I guess so. I don't know what the fuck she gonna sue me for. I don't know what she gonna sue me for. It ain't defamation. Hell, she was doing low numbers before me. She doing low numbers during me, and she gonna do low numbers after me. So I didn't affect her business in any kind of way, Chica. So I don't know what the fuck she's suing for in the first place. But what the fuck ever, it ain't gonna stop shit over here. Okay. Victoria says her mods pay her. Her mods do everything for her. Her mods are her secret cult. Okay. They are her band of brothers. That's who her mods are. Yep. Wendy City said he told her to announce a cease and desist on air to all y'all. See, that's not how YouTube works, Wendy Shy. You can't announce something that I don't hear because I don't go to her channel. You see how that works? See, so I doubt if that happened. And what the fuck, cease and desist? You cannot stop me from saying Sylvia. You cannot stop me from saying infamous Sylvia. So what is the cease and desist for exactly? This is someone who calls herself a courtroom blogger but does not know how the law works. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Yep. Victoria say, isn't that a voluntary position? It is, but her mods worship the ground she walks on. I can't imagine how that happens. I really don't. Melanie Monroe in the building says, hey, y'all. Hello, hello, hello. Janetta says, what is a lawyer going to do? She has no defamation case. All people are doing is making jokes. One person said some weird stuff, though. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. And I don't know how somebody can be on the internet and be as sensitive as she is. You know what I'm saying? Like she cries at the drop of a dime. She gets on there with her hair looking all crazy and shit, right? Now go back and see if I have ever made a Sylvia thumbnail. I have not. Now, have I shown the Sylvia picture? Hell yeah. What did I get it from her channel? Hell no, because here's what I want to show you. I'm gonna show y'all this. Okay. If you look at this picture right here, okay. And if you look right here at the bottom of this picture, it says mugshots.zone. Yeah, this is public information. See, so what the fuck is the lawyer going to do, Janetta? I don't know. I really don't. I really don't. But I do know that muscles on IV. I know that. Southside Chi-Town said I told her dumbass that. Well, you know, I don't know. No, Victoria. Victoria said she's smarter than I thought. No. She's as smart as you think she is. Savannah Clover says she never spoke to an attorney. She was following Side Hen. Side Hen said she was going to get a cease and desist. What a dumbass. What a dumbass. MNPD Finest has joined us in the chat. Hello there. Where have you been? Where have you been? Thank you so much for being here. Ducky Dexter says, I'm still traumatized from her hair. And why does she get on her channel looking like that? Ducky Dexter, we will never know. We will never know. All right, y'all. PW says, I admire her for getting on camera and not care how she looks. She's an older woman who doesn't have as many people try to impress. Good for her. Did you see her twerk, though, PW? Did you see the twerking for Jesus? Did you see it? Did you see it? I'm just saying. Okay. Chi-Town CPA. Chi-Town Libra Mo. I started at Chi-Town and ended at the wrong ending. Chi-Town Libra Mo is in the building. Hello. MNPD Finest. So you've been working. Okay, you've been working. I got you. Salt and Pepper Tresses is in the house and says, good evening, native in chat. Hello, Salt and Pepper Tresses. How are you? All right. Boys, Nana says, anyone that wear yarn for braids ought to stay quiet. She doesn't know how to do that. Rossi says she couldn't even pronounce the words correctly. She can't pronounce no words correctly. I ain't gonna lie. Justin's mom said I was temporarily blinded when I saw her twerk. Oh my God. She was twerking for Jesus, y'all. She was twerking for Jesus. Okay. The Duchess is in the building, says, good evening, y'all. Hello, the Duchess. How are you? All right, y'all. We're going to get into this call. Like I said, no Sonya tonight. Thank God. But we will get into some Neesto and Dre. Okay? All right? In case you are wondering, we're going to get into some Dre. Okay? And some Neesto. Okay. All right. Just want to make sure we're clear about who we're talking about on this evening. Okay. Look, Miss Principal say that lady wasn't twerking, she was jumping in place. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, she was doing it for Jesus. Okay. Lisa Glaze says, do you guys realize how much I enjoy having my dinner and chilling with you? Y'all are my cyber fam, for real, for real. We are the tribe, Lisa Glaze. That's what we're here for. We are your virtual family, and in some cases, your real family. We are family. I got all my tribe and me. Okay? All right? Savannah Clover says she makes a fool of herself on live and expects no one to clown her. She's a mental case. She is that. She is that. She is definitely that. No 504 says, glad I missed the twerking for Jesus. They had to be a mess. She lucky the Lord didn't strike her ass down. I don't think the Lord got a lightning bolt big enough. I don't. And Sylvia, you can take that to your lawyers too, okay? All right, y'all. Let's get into this call. Let's see what the hell the convict and the runaway slave got to say today.
9th, 2024. You will hear Dre tell Neesto about what's been happening on YouTube, and Neesto says that God told him he was coming home and he has nothing to worry about. Take a listen.
Hello?
What's going on?
Good. You must be asleep.
No, sir. No, sir.
You know,
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, it's hard to catch you on the weekend now. It's hard to catch you, boy. Yeah. So how you doing?
No. I'm still. I don't know why you say that. You know, it's
I guess you.
I'm doing pretty.
Good. I'm listening.
No, I don't have my phone. I don't have my phone off. Neesto. If I can get to it, I can get to it. If I can't, I can't. There's been a lot going on here lately. A lot going on. That's all. A lot going on.
You all right?
I'm fine.
Oh. Okay. Okay. You said a lot going on. Just saying shit. You all right?
Well, I don't even know what to say no more, buddy.
What?
Here we go. Here we go. Dre don't know what to say, y'all. We gonna talk about him if he talks, so he don't know what to say. Oh my goodness, Lord of mercy. Dre don't have no idea what to say. Oh, Neesto. I don't know what to say to you, buddy. I can't talk. Because it's the internet. Boys Nana said Dre is dry. Virtual Center said he sleep but answer the phone. Make that make sense. Casino Lady is in the house. Hello, Native and Tribe. Hello, Casino Lady. How are you? Hope you are doing well. All righty then. Let's listen to some more.
Don't start all that damn wet shit like you damn surprised. You know this internet is on fire with all these doggone calls. You know they running a Dre marathon this week. You know that Dre Neesto
I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Listen, man.
Stop. Listen. Stop apologizing. It is what it is. We're gonna have to ride this wave till this thing is over with. I know that you didn't do it intentionally for this to be exposed like this or to be. I know you didn't. So you just stop apologizing. It is what it is. They're gonna ride the wave. I'm just sitting here shaking my head. Yeah, Shay on phone call from prison. So yeah, she done found all the other calls with us, and it's gonna be a Dre and a Neesto marathon. And you know all of them on.
Damn, Shay. Dre, know your name, Shay. What the fuck? How that happen? Dre don't know nothing about nothing, but Dre know who Shay is. Ain't that some shit? Pre-Pony Waller Williams said slaves. They sound like it. They do indeed. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake said Dre gives me foghorn leghorn. Dre talks entirely too slow to be foghorn leghorn. Now, he does speak at the same pace as this gentleman, okay? He does speak at the same pace as this young man right here. So that's why I gave him Uncle Remus, because he a little slow. He a little slow. Okay. But Shay, if you listening, Shay, Dre know your name. Dre says Shay from phone calls from prison got a Dre and Neesto marathon. And I remember when you did that, Shay. I remember that. I remember that. My child wants to know, can we get the likes up, please? If we could get the likes up, that'd be amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No 504 says he sounds burnt up with his friend Ernest. He does, and I think that it's hard for Ernesto, who doesn't really give a fuck about anybody. I think it's hard for Ernesto to really understand what Dre is saying when he says the things that he says. Like he thinks it's all a joke, it's all a game, you know, and he doesn't really understand why his friend is having a problem with it, you know. MNPD's finest says, we know Dre is Team Shirley, but I would love to know what he really feels about Ponytail. He don't like her. We know that he does not like her at all. I think he has basically said that in a manner of speaking that he doesn't like her. So Say says, what pissed me off about Dre, Lamont, and Dion was that they played in Shirley's face, all the while working with Boney at Nesto's request, just grinding. Now that's true. Now Dre said that he's Team Shirley, but at the same time played both sides of the fence, because Dre, you can't be Team Shirley and know about Sonya and not tell Shirley. Now, you try to stick to the G code, which is, you know, kind of like putting you on the fence on that. But if you was truly Team Shirley, okay, if that was truly who you were, you, sir, would have done something to prevent all the hurt and pain that she went through with this boy named Neesto. You know, they say he nasty. Okay. So I want you to think about that, Dre. You could have done more, sir. You could have done more, but you didn't. You wanted to ride with your partner. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Salt and Pepper said Dre be listening. He do. He probably listening right now. Dre ain't got nothing to do. Shout out to Dre, riding low, sitting low, because that's what Nesto say, you be sitting low, Dre. That's what he said. To be sitting back low. Hope you can see the road. And lay off the nibblers, Dre. The nibblers are not good for you. You got high cholesterol, sir. Lay off the nibblers, sir. That's all I'm saying. All right. Make it rain. NYC, Florida says, hey, Native and Tribal, I'm a bit late. You are present. Your presence is my presence. I appreciate you being here. Okay. All right. Let's listen to some more of Dre and how he can't talk on the internet.
Ready, set, go. They ready. They got their phones and internet and everything keyed up. They ready.
What?
You know what I would like for you to do?
What is that?
And I know you can. And I know you can, because I know when you put your mind to doing something, I know you will come through with it, because you're an innovator like that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen you start from the bottom and go to the top. I would like for you, and you probably already done thought about this, I want you to figure out a way, if you haven't already, where you can turn this around. All this publicity where you could get paid off of all this stuff and put some money back in your pocket.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I would like for you to do.
So, Dre, let me get this straight. You want Nesto to turn all what around exactly? I don't understand what it is. So you want him to turn around a Rico? Because the boy got 39 count Rico, Dre. Is that what you're saying? That you want that's what you're saying? You want Nesto to turn going to jail after being investigated, catching a Rico. You want him to turn this around so that he makes a profit off of what he did and the things that people are alleging against him. You want him to make some money off of it. Now, Tribe, Dre sounds kind of funny, y'all. When he said that, he sounded kind of funny. What is how does Dre sound right now, y'all? Can anybody in the chat tell me how Dre sound right now? Cause I can't think of the word. He sounds he sounds, somebody help me out. He sounds, thank you, Miss Principal. Dre, cross country cruiser. See, Dre, you sound clown right now. Victoria even knows that you sound clown. Okay? Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes, who's really friendly and really has good cupcakes, says you sound clown, sir. Dimples Wimples is helping me out and says you sound clown. All right? Shirley's divorce finally also agrees that you sound clown. Okay? Shay B even knows that you sound clown. Tamara said, Dre, I know you eating them nasty ass nibblers right now, riding low in your truck, and you got the 18-wheeler, okay, with the mud flaps that ain't never been broke before. We know how you ride, Dre. And right now, Dre, as you try to convince Neesto that some kind of way he needs to take phone calls that were legally obtained by the YouTube channel Phone Calls from Prison. Shout out to Shay. And some kind of way, because Shay put these legally obtained phone calls on the internet. And there are people like me, like V. Lenore, Legacy Moon, Unfiltered Doll, Sammy Nicole and Fifi. I'm just going off the top of my head. Houston Foodie, right? There are people out here on the internet, and we take these calls and we listen to them and we talk about them. And in a lot of cases, especially over here at the Native Tribe Urban Media Show, we laugh our asses off, right? You want Neesto to turn around and some kind of way make a profit. It's so funny. It's so funny how people who have been to jail and prison before, shout out to Sylvia, right? Shout out to Sylvia, who's been to jail multiple times, right? Funny how people like Sylvia, Sonia, shout out to Sonia Waller Durham Jackson III, been to jail plenty of times, right? In her 20s, that's what she said. Her words, not mine. Neesto, who's currently incarcerated. Ain't it funny how everybody that been to jail before want to sue everybody? Don't take it out on me because y'all made some wrong ass decisions, okay? Don't take it out on V. Lenore because y'all have made some wrong ass decisions. Now y'all want to get litigious. That's how that works. That's how that works, Virtual Center. Y'all want to get litigious right now. You sound clown. And I guarantee I'm not the only one that's going to think that. I guarantee that if you go and sit in a lawyer's office and explain this shit to them, they're going to say the same thing. They might say it in a more legal way. They might say it in a more professional way. But in the head, they thinking you sound clown bringing this bullshit in here, trying to sue everybody. Stop wasting everybody's time. Savannah Clover says, have any of his friends read his charges and comprehend how serious they are? They are up for a rude awakening, dummies. I don't think so, Savannah Clover. I don't think, put it like this, March 9th, 2024, maybe not now. Maybe not at this very moment in time does Dre understand the seriousness of what Neesto is facing. I don't think so. I don't. But yay, let's see how Neesto is gonna turn this into a profit. Okay, let's listen.
Every time your name then came up, every time your daughter name then came up, Dion name then came up, your kids name, the baby mama, so whatever file, Dre name, anything that's associated with you, good or bad, I want you to find out some kind of way, if you can, you get you a good lawyer or whatever, is there anything that you can do? I know they're listening, where you can reap some of these, so you can reap the benefits from this and get paid. So if you could, I'm just saying, if there's any kind of way where you can get paid off of all this or what's been going on, you're going to be straight and you're going to be laughing.
Okay. I'll just listen.
Say, Dre, I hear he like him young. He better not ever go to cell block 1. Dre, I'm trying to comprehend exactly what you are talking about, sir. You're not being very clear, Dre. You're not being very clear about whatsoever you're talking about, sir. Whatsoever you talking about, Dre, I don't understand it because you're telling Neesto to find a good lawyer and do what exactly? I'm just curious because because this man is being talked about, because we talk about you, because you freely gave permission to the world to hear your calls when you agreed to accept a call on a recorded line, sir. Did you think this through, Dre? Did you think this through, or are you just freestyling off the top of your head? Has the nibbler grease gotten to your brain, Dre? Is that what it is? You got nibbler grease on your brain. Is that what it is? I'm just trying to understand where you're getting this from. That because we mentioned Dre on a call that he freely chose to speak on that was being recorded and monitored, that there's some kind of way I owe Neesto some money now, Dre. That's what you think? I'm just saying. Casino lady, oh, Dre, does casino lady owe you money? Because right now, casino lady is laughing at you, Dre. I'm trying to figure out, Dre, where are you getting this from, sir? Where are you getting this from? Can you show me precedent, Dre? Can you show me precedent? What is nibbler grease? Nibbler grease, that's the grease that they fry the nibblers in over there at Zaxby's. You know, he likes the nibblers. He likes those. I'm not even sure what the fuck a nibbler is, but Dre likes it. That's what he orders when he goes there. Okay. But Dre, can you show precedent as to when somebody was incarcerated, okay, got out, and sued the people who reported on him being incarcerated? Can you show me precedent, Dre? Can you show me where and why that would be a thing that could happen? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Now, Miss Principal says, whosoever reading this, you can turn this thing around and make some money. Ain't that some shit? Coffee's Brewing is in the house. Hello, Coffee's Brewing. How are you? Dre, are you going to sue Coffee's Brewing? Because Coffee's Brewing is here. And she's waving hey to everybody. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? No, I don't understand what you're talking about. Because so far, all I've heard is lawsuit. Remember, Sonya? Sonya was gonna sue Grown Women Vibes. Lawsuit. She's gonna sue the internet. Lawsuit. And all I can say is that if Roberta Sean Hoover, aka Too Skin Tight, if Skin Tight couldn't get something past the judge as far as YouTube content creators and the content that we create, if he couldn't get it past the judge, I don't know, Dre. I don't know. It don't look like that's going to be a thing. Okay. I don't think that's going to be a thing. All right. Now, Janetta says Dre wants him to sue so he can get some money too. Yeah. Dre, you trying to get some money? You trying to get another truck, bruh? You trying to get your friend to get some money? Because look, Janetta, he did say your daughter, Dion, Dre. Yeah, he did say that he thought that if they mentioned him, that there should be some legal action there too. Now, here's the thing, Dre. Neesto ain't gonna give you no money even if he got some. I mean, I know it's your buddy, that's your partner, that's your friend, but I also know that your buddy, your partner, and your friend is very untrustworthy, sir. He's proven that over and over again. That's how he got in the situation in the beginning. You don't theft by deception if you're an honest person. It just doesn't happen. Pre-Pony Waller Williams says, Dre, you and Camille need to worry about getting that baby in the rehab. Now, Dre, the only reason Pre-Pony Waller Williams know about Camille is because of your friend Ernesto Williams. You know, they say he nasty. 504 is in the building. So Dre ain't giving up no money. He sure ain't. 504 said we should sue her for coming on the net looking how she looking. I think there is some damage to my eyes. There is some damage. Damn it, man. There's damage. What the fuck was that? What was that? All right. Hey, Beauty is her name. How are you doing? Let's listen to some more.
I'm just listening to my partner.
I'm just listening to it because I got to be careful what I say. I know they're going to say, he ain't going to be able to get shit, Dre. I don't know why you keeping boozing him up because
you're not boosting me up.
That's what I just heard. That's what we just said, Dre. We just said that we don't know why you're telling him this. And we also explained to you why he wasn't going to be able to get any money. So you literally are saying what we said, Dre. That's exactly what we said. Okay. All right. Rossi said, I'm going to sue her for calling me stupid. Yeah, that's a lawsuit. There you go. That's a lawsuit. Okay. All right. Let's muchacho, Mata, muchacho.
You said it.
No, I'm telling you what the folks in the comments going to be saying when she played this call back. You know, girl, he had the nerve to tear his ass to try to make some money off of dipping him. I'm telling you, yeah, I just want you to find some kind of way. You ain't got to tell me nothing.
Okay, all right.
You know, where you can make you some money back. Legit, like how they doing off of this story.
Okay.
Where it could benefit you in some kind of way. I don't know how, but I'm sure you'll tell your boy. And I don't have to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to want to leave. I'm good. If you choose to want to throw your boy some.
You ain't never been like that. You ain't never.
So Dre is dry begging. Y'all hear this? Dre is dry begging for money that Neesto is never going to get. Now, when somebody says, I ain't asking for nothing, but if you want to throw your boy something, yeah, that's dry begging, Dre. How the hell is you going to dry beg? Now, hold on, Chi-Town, Libra Mode, and hold on, Justin's mom. We finna get into that real quick. But I do want y'all to recognize that the dry begging is contagious, obviously, right? The dry begging is contagious. If you want to throw your boy something, it's cool. I ain't gonna turn it down, but I ain't asking for nothing. Now, let me go back because yes, Dre, here's what you got to understand, sir. Here's what you got to understand. And I have some people with some very good ears that listen to these calls right along with me, Dre. They are a part of the native tribe. Okay, now listen,
your boy. And I don't have to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to want to leave. I'm good.
You don't have to get paid. You ain't trying to get paid. Okay.
Story.
Okay.
Where it could benefit you in some kind of way. I don't know how, but I'm sure you'll tell your boy. And I don't have to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to want to leave. I'm good. If you choose to want to throw your boy some.
You ain't never been like that. You ain't never been like that.
That's fine. But yes, if you can I just want to see, because this thing.
Hold on.
I just want you to find some kind of way. You ain't got to tell me nothing.
Okay, all right.
Where you can make you some money back. Legit, like how they doing off of this story.
So Dre, you just contradicted yourself, sir. Whether you know it or not, you said that you want him to make money legit, just like we're making money legit. So if it's legitimate, Dre, how you gonna sue? Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. If it's legit, how they gonna sue? You said it was legitimate, sir. Monta said, can I sue? Because he said, I live in a one-bedroom apartment eating corned beef hash. Why the fuck not, Monta? Everybody just suing everybody. Why not? Coco's person. That's funny. Coco's person, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, in one call, Dre said Neesto makes miracles happen. In other call, he said God does magic. That man is a fool. Absolutely. Absolutely, Dre. And Dre, we have the right to think that. We really do. We really do. Yes, Justin's mom said I caught that. Yeah, so if we're doing it legit, and Dre has admitted that it's legitimate what we are doing out here in these YouTube streets when we go over these calls that were legitimately, right, and legally obtained by the YouTube channel Phone Calls from Prison using the Freedom of Information Act. If that is legit, Dre, what exactly does your friend have to sue us over? And stop dry begging. It's not a good look for you, Dre. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. Okay. It's not a good look. Now, Miss Kim said that you mush mouth. You do need to articulate a little bit better, Drake. You do. You do. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. We got to says, is that why he's calling him lately the dry bit? I think Drake was just trying to throw that in. I don't think that was the purpose of him taking Nesto's call. I don't think so. Mata said, bingo, you tell him that. Look, Mata, I'm just saying, like, make it make sense. You know, people just think that stuff just falls. Like, everybody is not Tasha K and Cardi B. Okay. Now, I don't know all the logistics of that story, but see, when something like that comes out, everybody thinks that they have a case, Sylvia. Everybody thinks that they got something that they can do legally when you don't like what somebody say, Sylvia. Okay. So that's the mentality, is that you can sit up there and tell people that they are attention hogs, right? Right? Okay. You can sit up there and say that everybody is an attention hog, but you took this picture and released it freely. Okay. You took this and released it freely. But you say other people are attention hogs. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You can't sit up and talk about what you're gonna do to somebody else when you do the same shit. You just mad because your shit don't land the way my shit lands, ma'am. You're not entertaining. You're not funny. You're not charismatic. Nobody likes you. And that's not Native Tribe's fault. Okay? So I want to make sure that she understands that. Native Tribe didn't make you boring. Native Tribe didn't make your chat talk about you. Native Tribe did not make your mods your only friends on your channel. That's not, that ain't, Native Tribe ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay? All right. Bridget Girl, thank you so much for the super sticker. I do appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, no. Look. Make it rain. NYC said, Lord have mercy, what a sight. Look, she put that picture out there. Native Tribe ain't go over to her hard drive and pull it out. She made herself public, right? Fair game. It is. It is. Victoria, we don't do trigger warnings over here, okay? Oh Lord, Melanie Monroe said, Lord, what happened? Look, Melanie Monroe, the Slowrilla said that she got a cease and desist, and apparently she gonna sue me for what I don't know. But all I can say, Melanie Monroe, is I'm here. I ain't running. Okay. I ain't running from nobody. Okay. No trigger warnings. You just got to be ready. You got to be on your toes. You got to be on your toes. Okay. That's all I can say. It can happen at any moment. Any moment. Okay. Miss Lady says, is there a backstory why she put that pic out other than being loco? Yeah, she put it out because apparently she started taking Ozempic, and apparently she wanted to do some before and afters. Now, if you ask me, is that the before picture or the after picture? I don't fucking know, because to me the heifers still look the same. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Savannah Clover says, how can she sue when she put out all the receipts on herself? I don't know, Savannah Clover. What I do know is that it's absolutely ridiculous to say that I cannot talk about her because she don't like it. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Okay. Absolutely ridiculous. But you know, that's the name of her channel, Ridiculous Sylvia. Ridiculous Sylvia. That's who she is. She's very ridiculous. And if anybody wants to go back and tell her that, make sure you spell my name right. It's Native Tribe. Okay. Janetta says this is an unpopular opinion, but I'm a little jealous of that picture. I don't understand why her boobies are so small. Janetta, I ain't come here to laugh at you tonight, okay? All right? I ain't come here to laugh at you, Janetta, okay? That ain't what I'm here for. Let me get back to what I came for, okay?
Well, it could benefit you in some kind of way. I don't know how, but I'm sure you'll tell your boy. And I don't have to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to want to. I'm good. If you choose to want to throw your boy some,
you ain't nothing like that. You ain't nothing like that.
That's fine. But yes, if you can get, I just want to see, because this thing here is, I don't even have no words for it, man. It's ridiculous.
It's that bad.
No, well, I ain't gonna say it's bad. Well, it can be bad. It's just they don't took some regular conversations that you and I have had, or whoever you have talked with, and they got it for. I keep stressing this to you, and I don't think you know how serious this is. They taking the conversations, and when they get them, they play them back for the world to hear, and everybody come in and form their opinion, whether it's good, bad, ugly, the truth or not the truth. They don't give a damn. That's the part I'm talking about right there. Everything, everybody's life have been exposed.
Okay.
Because you keep exposing it, Dre. Look, we wouldn't know about Camille if Nesto hadn't called you and you accepted the call. We wouldn't know about your son smoking the wacky weed. We wouldn't know none of that, Dre, if you hadn't called on March, if Dre hadn't called you, if Nesto hadn't called you on March the 1st, and you picked up and answered that call, and you heard the message before you took it that said that this call is recorded and monitored. We wouldn't know anything about anything, Dre, if y'all would just shut the fuck up. But instead of shutting the fuck up, what you choose to do is complain about what people hear instead of doing things about what you say. Now, is it possible for you to call, for Nesto to call you? Y'all have a good conversation about back in the day? Yeah, it is. Will that still be put out? Yeah, it will be. Then will we still talk about it? Yes, we will. But how much business we know is up to you all. We know everything about Nesto. We know everything about Sonya, not because we did a deep dive, but because Sonya likes to talk. And obviously, you like to talk too. And the fact that you don't understand how this works is just amazing to me. I mean, I know you a country boy, you sit low in the truck and you drive and you just drive, right? Right. That's what you do. I get it. But Joy, you gotta know that when it comes to public opinion, you can't control that, sir. When it comes to things that get out on the internet, there's no control in that. See, Sonya don't know that, but Dre, I expect a little bit more out of you. I expect a little bit more out of you. I ain't never heard you pretend to be a lawyer, right? Right. But I'm gonna give you your props. Opening up a business requires a lot of patience and a lot of skill. Okay. So the fact that you have opened your business and you run your business, sir, I respect that. But what I'm having a hard time with, Dre, is the fact that you can't understand public opinion. And you think some kind of way because we have a different opinion about Nesto than you have, Dre, that we're in the wrong. And that Nesto can some kind of way profit off of the fact that we don't look at Ernesto as some kind of savant, some kind of haircut genius, some kind of barbershop genius. The fact that we don't look at him the same way that you and Dion look at him, that we owe him money, sir, I think not. I think not, sir. Okay. Nesto Shaka Shuffle Walk of Shame says Dre, Nesto, Sylvia, Sonya all belong in the same sinking ship of friendship because they came out and stay out on these YouTube streets as content and then think it's not legal for us to have our opinions. Sylvia's a content creator. You open yourself up to criticism when you do that. Now, people have taken my content, and I ain't gonna lie. Every time I see somebody using my content, I'm like, what they're using it for. Like I get a little side eye, you know. Fortunately, nobody has had anything particularly negative to say about what I put out. But you know, I've seen people use it. It's not a problem. But if somebody did have a problem with it, you know what I would do? I ain't reaching for no lawyer. I ain't reaching for none of that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this go live button, and we gonna talk about the reaction of the reaction. See, I'm gonna talk about them. See, I'm a Kendrick. I ain't a Drake. See, Drake like all that suing people and shit because Kendrick won the battle. And see, Sylvia know that bar for bar, word for word, joke for joke, she can't handle me. So what she decides to do is to try to see about trying to frighten people by mentioning lawyers. Sylvia, what you need to do is get your entertainment game up. Okay. Get your entertainment game up. Learn how to tell a joke or two. All right. Learn how to be captivating, engaging. Those are words, right? That you're not at this very moment. Now, could you be that, Sylvia? You could. And then if you did that, then maybe me and you could go joke for joke. Okay. But right now you can't handle me. And we all know that. We all know that. Okay. And that's why you're talking like you're talking. Okay. Now, I don't know if you will hear this, or I don't know if one of your minions will tell you this, but I want to make sure that if they tell you this, that they get it right. Native Tribe ain't scared of you. Native Tribe ain't scared of your imaginary lawyers. All right. All right. Native Tribe will continue to say what Native Tribe says. And if you don't like it, Sylvia, I promise you, there is an off button on your laptop. You can turn all this shit off. Okay. Just want to make sure I'm clear. Tanya B here, says Native. Please say that ain't how that works. That ain't how that works. They trying to sit up in the passenger side with you and see, and they ain't just got in the car, and that ain't how that works. Kidney Punch Ken was in the building. Tanya B here. Kidney Punch Ken was in the building. Okay. All right. I am Coco said no, she can't. She can't do none of that. I'm just saying. Book Nurse said call him out. I'm not. See, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. You know, when you have a problem, right, with somebody, right? You know, you might say, what's the problem? Now that person can either articulate that to you or they can't, right? I can articulate every reason why I talk about this woman the way I do. I can. Now, she ain't gonna like what I got to say about it, but guess what? Doesn't really matter. This is where we are right now. Okay. So you know, just hit back. You ain't gotta call a lawyer, just hit back. Hit back. Sylvia, you from New York. I ain't never seen a New Yorker that don't know how to hit back until I seen you. Come on with it. Come on with it. I might not have a smoking section, but I want the smoke. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Bianne says, Native, she's incapable, and we know that. We do know that. Okay. I am Coco is inviting you to hit the like button. Yes, let's get the likes up, Sylvia. I am Coco is saying, Sonya, hit the like button. Please, Sonya, help with the likes. If you hear, you help them with the views, help with the likes as well. Janetta says her daughter would probably have a case for what was said about her. She would have to prove damages. With IS, the argument can be made that she's a public figure. She is a public figure. I ain't never said nothing about the little girl. So there's that. MNPD's finest says, Native, I sent you a super chat. It didn't show up, but the money came out. What? Let me see. You sent me a super chat? Ooh. Oh, I don't see it. I don't see it. Reach out to Google because I don't know how to even correct that or how to even address that. Because I don't see it on my end. I don't see it on my end. But definitely reach out to, I'm going to see if I can find out what you need to do about that because that has never happened before. So, well, not in my chat. So I'll find out what we need to do if that's the case. But thank you for the super chat attempt. I do appreciate that. MNPD's finest. No 504 says Silverback could not have grown up in one of the five boroughs. She says she's from New York. You know, every now and then when she's trying to read, we hear her struggle read, and you know, she tries to do that in a New York accent, I guess. I don't know. Mon says, I just got here. I hit the like button. Thank you so much, Mons. I do appreciate that. If you have not already, please hit the like button. It does mean something. I know it sounds like we just be saying that over and over again just to be saying it, but it actually means something. YouTube then looks at the likes and they say, oh, people like this, so let's put this in front of other people. That's how their algorithm works. So it helps the channel grow, helps my channel to get in front of more people. More people come in, subscribe, like, and the cycle continues until we have fully blossomed into what Native Tribe Urban Media can be. That's how that works. That's how that works. All right. So Book Nerd says, okay, I got to go back in the bushes. I'm over here doing a native dance, trying to summon the strength of the ancestors. Indeed. Janetta says, Native never said anything about the daughter, but someone else did. I thought she was talking about bloggers in general. It is a pointless conversation because she has no money to sue. She has no money at all. If she did, she would get a pick for her hair. Jet Black Straight says she must be from Buffalo, New York, because she's not from none of the boroughs. Ooh. Sylvia, are you from Buffalo, where Rick James is from? Huh? I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But you don't sound like no New Yorker I've ever heard talking about suing everybody all the goddamn time. I'm just saying.
Okay.
So whatever me and you talked about as friends or partners, I know they're gonna sit here and say, well, he in jail. He ain't got no privacy, Dre. Okay, that's fine. We got that. I understand that, but you know just as well as I know, we know they listen in on the phone calls at prison. We know they can pull them. But I've never in my life in 57 years seen them play it back on YouTube. I never heard this in the 80s and the 90s when we were doing time.
No, this is something.
Not unless the Fed got an order to get a tap, they listen at the phone calls and to bring it in the court. Yes, exactly. I'm aware of that. Because I know they sit here saying, well, I got to be careful what I'm saying because they micromanage everything we say. I understand that part. If a lawyer get an order or a judge get an order, they can get it and play it back against you. But just regular conversations that you and I are having or whatever conversation that you're having with the world to play them back, that's cold there, buddy. So everything that me and you don't talk about is exposed. Even when we were just kicking it as boys. And here's the thing, they do it too. They do it too.
Damn.
You're just saying what I'm saying is the conversation that you and I are having, if me and you have a conversation about something personal, private, or your opinion on something, what I'm saying is the same people that's listening on this, they have done it too. They do it too. They have had conversations with their girlfriend on the phone about a man
that is irrelevant, Dre. You do know what irrelevant is. You said that's what me and the other YouTube personalities that we try to make things irrelevant. But I don't know if you know what irrelevant actually means, because what you just said as an example is very irrelevant because, again, when Neesto calls you, there is a recording saying that your call is being recorded and monitored. So you have a warning. If I call my homie, if I call a friend, if I call anybody, Dre, guess what? When they answer the phone, that recording isn't there. You know why? Because I make phone calls to free people. This is phone calls from prison. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, Dre? I'm just trying to make sure you understand that it's irrelevant for you to say that other people make the same phone calls and say the same things that you and Neesto talk about. That's not the point. The point is that your boy stays in jail. Your boy has stayed in jail since 2022. Okay? Your boy don't know how to stay free so that he also can join me and my friends in our phone calls from free people. See? You see the difference? Do you see the difference? Now, if you choose to have a personal conversation with Neesto, like you did when you called him on March 1st of 2025, if you choose, right, to have a personal conversation with somebody who you know is on a recorded line because the call is introduced to you as being on a recorded line, sir, then that's on you. It's not on us for what we hear. It's on you for what you say. Stop whining, stop complaining, and stop talking about personal shit on a recorded line. I mean, it just seems really more simple than what you are making. Okay? It just is. My Reddit said, Dre act like they just started pulling jail calls. They do, because you know what? This is the first time they've been introduced to phone calls from prison because they ain't pay attention to the other stuff she was doing because it didn't involve them. So they think this is a new concept. Shout out for phone calls from prison for inventing this shit, honestly, and putting it on YouTube. It don't make no sense. Bridget Girl, again, Dre. Bridget Girl says, Dre, you sound clown. You sound clown, sir. I'm just saying. Let's listen to some more of this clown sounding dude.
They didn't like.
Right, that's right.
Other guys have had conversation on the phone about a dude they didn't like. They have been on the phone with their close girlfriend and talked about another close female friend of what they didn't like another guy, but they just didn't get exposed like you did. That's what I'm saying.
I understand exactly what you're saying.
If their ears are glued to the phone and they're ready to comment. But that's fine. I ain't worried. I ain't shit no more. So that's what they say now. I'm just, I mean, they say I'm telling like you now. I ain't shit. You know, I be reading the comments. I do be listening. I'm not subscribed.
Oh,
Bloggers.
man.
Yes, Dre do be listening. One female said, we're going to turn Dre's shirt in. I think I'm going to turn mine. Well, she said it was funny, though. It was a little funny. But she said she's going to turn her Team Dre shirt in for, she might have to put it in Goodwill. So which means that my name ain't good. My name ain't good no more. Around with your ass no more. But I don't care, buddy. I don't care.
It sounds like you care, sir. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all tell me what y'all hear. Does it sound like Dre care? Because what I hear is care coming from Dre. That's what I hear. I hear a lot of care coming from Dre. And that's what I hear. Is there's care over there. Okay. GC says, hi, Native. I'm late. Dre cares. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. See, the things that you don't care about, they ride in the back of your mind, right? They ride in the back of your mind. Like, I don't care about that. If I see hockey, okay, I'm gonna give y'all a real time example. If I see hockey or if I see a news story about a rock band or a heavy metal band, I don't read it. I don't stop at that channel. You know why? Because I don't care. Now, how stupid would it be for me to see the hockey game on, stop at that channel, watch it for an hour, and then say, I don't care about hockey? Fuck you watching the game for? If you don't care about what we say, Dre, why you listening and why you complaining to Neesto like Neesto can do something about it? Y'all make that make sense to me, because it doesn't. Okay? Maretta, you will never, ever, ever hear me talk about the University of Florida. You know why? Because I don't give a damn about that school. 850 all day. Okay? All my Florida people, y'all understand what I'm saying. 850 all day. Give a damn about what happens over in Gainesville. Okay? So you'll never, ever, ever hear me talk about them people. So Dre, if you don't care, it seems to me that this is the third or fourth call where you said, I don't know what to say. I can't talk the way I want to talk, buddy. Well, if you didn't care about what we said, Dre, then you would let it fly and you would say whatever you want to say. Now, I don't like Earl Lamont Dunbar, but I'm going to tell you one thing. Earl Lamont Dunbar don't give a damn about what we say. Earl Lamont Dunbar puts all his stupidity out here for us to talk about. Earl Lamont Dunbar has let us know how he feels about DV, about how he feels about SA, about how he feels about Grape. He done said it all. He done made himself look like the biggest slime bag on the internet. But guess what? At least Earl Lamont Dunbar don't come out here acting all scared and childlike about it. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Andrea said, yes, 850. 850 in the building, Andrea. I'm trying to let them know. I'm trying to let them know where I'm from. All right. So Dre, you might want to be more like Earl Lamont Dunbar. Maybe. You need a solution too, says he care. Plus, there is a part of him that's concerned what's going on, what's going to happen to him. He said, ride until the wheels off to go on one flat. Look, you need a solution too. He cares a lot about what people say. People that care a lot will say they don't care a lot. That's how you know that they care a lot, because they're trying to convince themselves. Right? Make It Rain, NYC, Florida says Lamont is traveling all over the world but never left the state of Georgia. Ooh, very true. Very true. Them folks say, hey, y'all, in the bushes in the drive home. We'll drive safely, them folks. We gonna proceed to listen to some more of this call.
Okay, well, hey, man, listen. One thing for sure, man, this thing always, life is something else, man. It's just something else to me. It's just something else. That's all I can say. I'm pretty sure did you see when they had me in the cut room looking like a clown again. Last time. Huh? You didn't?
You been to court again?
Yeah, I went to court on the 23rd. Yeah, man.
I heard them say, oh, yeah, I seen that one. You talking when you got the bonds and stuff.
Yeah. Wait, now, it's two. I went to two different bond here now. First, did you see the lady stand up with a green dress on? A DA. If you seen that, you couldn't miss that. She had a green, bright dress on. Yeah,
Well, okay, I seen. I didn't know you been back to court. I remember on the 23rd where you're supposed to been going back for the bond hearing, where Miss Adams gave you bond on all the charges.
Yeah, that's
400,000, 800,000, whatever.
Yeah,
that's the one that I seen.
Okay. But that one, they had like 4, 5, them bloggers, they do all they took me back and forth to the back there. They were all trying to get the judge to see their eye. They said they gonna follow the case till the case over with. I'm like, man, it ain't that serious. It's not that serious.
So you said the bloggers were arguing with the judge?
Yeah, with my lawyer and all that. 'Cause my lawyer tried to put a gag on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Trying to keep.
Okay, I heard that. Yep, I kind of heard. I think I kind of. I ain't gonna say I heard it. I was just following it on their channel. I didn't actually go to the judge channel and look at it because everybody wants to record and everybody's following it. So it's worldwide news. So it's not unheard of to go to anybody's channel and pull it up and look at it.
This is not worldwide news. And I hate to break it to you, Dre. I know you want your boy to be important, and I know that maybe in your little bubble, in your little world, that if it's on 2 or 3 internet channels, or if it's on 2 or 3 YouTube channels, or if it's being covered on, in different news outlets locally here in Atlanta, I know that you think that constitutes worldwide news. I know that you think that, like you said, that the bloggers, we gonna make it headline news. It ain't that serious, bro. Let's just be real about this. It ain't that serious, okay? It ain't that serious. It's just not. All right. MNPD's finest. I'm glad that your bank was able to take care of that. I don't want nobody to lose no money because of me. Okay. So I'm glad that they were able to take care of that. Okay. Shavy says, but you are a clown. Mm-hmm. Nelson Monroe said he is such a liar. I do smell a lie. I do. GC says, but you were listening. Yeah. Secrets Be Sweet says, worldwide news, my God. Yeah. Ain't that funny, though, that they think that people in China are sitting on the edge of their seat to find out what happens with Ernesto Williams? They say he nasty. That people in Yugoslavia, that people over in Taiwan, that there are people that are over in Australia, okay, that are just waiting with bated breath to find out what happens with Ernesto Williams. They say he nasty. I'm just saying. Make it rain. NYC said Dre is listening. Now, look, I know he is. That's why I've shouted him out a few times. I've shouted him out a few times, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know Dre. Okay. I don't know Dre. Make it rain. But I can guarantee you Dre don't like me. Just like Sylvia don't like me. Just like Sonya don't like me. They say you could tell a lot about a person by their friends, but you can also tell a lot about a person by their enemies. Okay, so if I got Dre, possibly Neesto, Sonya, and Sylvia, and they don't like me, Lord have mercy, I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right, y'all. That's all I know. That's all I know. But if you in here, Dre, hit the like button, sir. Hit the like button. Okay. Twilight 310 says, we like you, Native. Twilight 310, and you don't know how much I appreciate that. Okay. I appreciate that. You have no idea. Like I said, I'm grateful for the people that like me. See, I don't concentrate on my haters. I don't concentrate on my haters. My haters are my haters, and I let them do what they do. I concentrate on the people that love me, the people that like me, the people that support me, my family, my tribe. That's where my concentration go. When I was designing t-shirts early this morning, I wasn't designing them for Sylvia. I ain't got them kind of sizes. I'm just saying, that's for my tribe. That's for my people, right? That's what my concentration is. That's what goes wrong with a lot of people. So many people do stuff for their haters. They try to entertain people that don't like them, and I don't understand that. I don't do shit for my haters. Not a damn thing. Okay? Not a damn thing. It's all for the people that I love, people that got love for me. That's where the concentration goes. So I don't give a damn about them people. I don't give a damn about them people. You need a solution too, says, yes, we like you. Tell it like it is. Well, listen, there's likes, there's love. Some of y'all, look, y'all don't know. Some of y'all reach out to me, man, and I just be so like grateful to have the conversation outside of YouTube. Y'all reach out to me on Instagram. Y'all reach out to me on through email, and I'm always happy to engage. I love talking to y'all, you know. And it's nothing but love. There's no judgment, none of that. We just talk, and some of it is funny, some of it's serious, you know. But we talk it out, and it's like family. And I'm so grateful for the community that we have, to the point to where I can't even see them people. I can't even see my haters, because all I see is the love. You know what I mean? All I see is the love. That's it. That's it. So I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. Shot-Town Libra Mo said it's the quick jab for me. I'll make them know. So I was just saying, Shot-Town Libra Mo, I can't, you know, I was getting to the point with it. Okay, Shot-Town Libra Mo, I was. I'm just saying. Tiny B said, I caught that native. You don't sell shirts in an extra donut. No, I don't. I don't have a manufacturer that can put my shit together like that. Okay, I don't. PW says, if I have a hater, they're wasting their time. Nothing you can do to stop me from being me. Simple as that, PW. It is as simple as that. But you got people that they thrive off of their haters. Well, man, wait till them haters see me. Wait till them haters see what I'm doing. That's what Neesto does. When I get out, wait till them haters see me. I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to stun on them haters. That's his problem. His problem is that that's all he worrying about. You need to go somewhere where they love you at. That's what needs to happen. Oh, Lord, here we go. Hey, V. Lenore. V. Lenore said, excuse me, which one of these helpers is over there emailing and Instagram and my mans? Well, V. Lenore, I don't know who is emailing Pastor and Dennis Byron. I don't know. That ain't none of my business. You see what I'm saying, V. Lenore? See, when you talk about your mans, is plural, yeah, I don't know, V. Lenore, who sends Dennis Byron emails and shit. I don't know, you know, because last time I was on the V. Lenore show was, ooh, wow. When the last, do any of y'all know when the last time I was on the V. Lenore show? Because if I'm not mistaken, ooh, that damn Dennis Byron was on there last. That's who was on there, and had that boy Jay Dilla, J boy J. What's the boy name? What's that boy name? I can't never think of that boy name. Had him up there. But now you want to talk about, now all of a sudden I'm your man's now. That's what you're saying. Dana J. Thank you. Dana J. Okay. I always forget his name for some reason. Okay. You had Dana J up there, but you ain't had native. There was no link for native. I remember V. Lenore said this link is for Dennis Byron. When the last time you said this link is for native tribe? Muzzle on a beat though. I'm just saying, V. Lenore. All right. V. Lenore said, but y'all know about each other though. That ain't the point. V. Lenore, freaking heartbreaker. Just a heartbreaker. You're from the neighborhood cupcakes. I always forget Dana J name, okay? I always forget it. All right. I got the D and the J right, okay? I just got it mixed up a little bit, okay? I always forget his name. Okay. I'm just saying. The woman he chose is in the building. Hello, the woman he chose. Says good evening, Native and everyone. Hello, the woman he chose. How are you? So, V. Lenore, I'm gonna need you to prioritize, okay? I'm gonna need you to prioritize before you start claiming me as your man's. All right? Because you dropped a link and said, this link is for Dennis Byron. Uh-huh. This link is for Dennis Byron. Only Dennis Byron is to click this link, guys, okay? Only Dennis Byron. That's what she said. Y'all was there. Y'all be listening to V. Lenore channel over there at the V. Lenore show. And then you got Pastor, who you can't cuss around. And we know that you're around Pastor when you stop cussing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, now look, y'all. Look. V. Lenore says, I'm clearing off tomorrow night just for you, boo. Thank you, GC. I appreciate the love. All right. Thank you. Because this is genuine love I'm feeling from GC right now, V. Lenore. I don't know about this. I'm clearing off tomorrow night just for you, boo. I don't know. I don't know how to take that right now. Okay. I don't know how to take that, V. Lenore. I don't, damn it. I just don't. Okay. Her daughter, thank you so much for the super chat. Her daughter says, I'm screaming. Well, listen, her daughter, I'm glad that you're finding this entertainment. All right. Because right now we got a love triangle. All right. What was the name of the song? You plus me and he and we. Maybe we should try again. Maybe we should try again, V. Lenore. You think so? You think that'll help? All right. Do you think that'll help? Muzzle on that beat. Help. Okay. All right. All right. Ain't she though the woman he chose? You bet V out here being a player. And I'm not to be played, the woman he chose. I am not to be played. Okay. All right. I don't know. I don't look. Look. Chi-Town CPA said V quit Byron when he fell. He couldn't hold his ground. See, V. See, they laughing at your boyfriend. The only black but not bitter, my hero. You, me, and he. V. What we gonna do? Huh? What we gonna do? I revived you, me, and he. Into me. What did I walk in on? Let me tell you what you walked in on. You walked in on V. Lenore trying to claim me as her man's, and I reject that. I revived, and here's why. All right. Here's why. It's because she got Dennis Byron and Jay Longfellow on her show the other day. All right. Now, she dropped a link and said, this is for Dennis Byron and for Dana Dane. Okay. Now, there was no mention of Native Tribe. Okay. No mention of Native Tribe. It was only Dana White and Dennis Byron. Okay. That's all she wanted to talk to. That's all she wanted to talk to. Okay. So I revised. I'm just straightening it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's straighten it out. I'm straightening it out right now. Right here live on the Native Tribe show. As best I can. All right. She ain't dropped a link for me in weeks. In weeks. Okay. And I'm sick of this shit. All right. I'm better than this. I deserve better. We have Sonia with the loaded diaper says, come on over to my place, Native. I got some Alfredo cooking. That's gonna be a hell no. V. Lenore say, but tomorrow night I will only want to talk to you. Well, what happens on Thursday, V. Lenore? I'm not falling for it no more, V. I'm not falling for it no more. I've been a fool for you, but it's over now. It's over now. I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know, V. Lenore. I've been a fool for you, V. Lenore, out here in these YouTube streets. Got me singing songs and shit. Ain't doing it no more. Okay? I've been a fool for you. You gave me the run around. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. But it's over now. It's over now, V. Lenore. It is. I love me some Miles J too. Villanor said, it ain't over till I say so. Villanor got some control issues, y'all. Speaking of control issues, let's listen to these clowns.
For the ones that are allowed to come in now. But no, I didn't see nobody with no green dress on. I think I might have missed that.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Stand up. That's the DA. But anyway, I would say a lot of people they're afraid of Miss Adams because of her style. But I ain't afraid of her. I like her style. I like how she handle her business.
Right. She no nonsense.
Yeah, I like that. That's how I roll. So I like that. And she cleared up, trying to say I'm out here doing all this kind of stuff, and I wasn't doing all that, and have my dates all mixed all up. The computer's been down. You know what I'm saying? Because they hacked.
Right, I heard that.
So the DA knew that she couldn't pull up, the judge couldn't pull up the real things what she was saying. When she had that, if you go back and look, she had a paper spread all over.
Can I jump in and stop you? I want to interrupt you. So, are you okay with having this conversation with me about what you're talking about now? Because you know they listening.
It's already done. It just ain't.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Oh my God, Dre. Okay, damn. Okay, we listening, Dre. You know that. He know that. How many god doggone times is you gonna talk about us listening? Is it okay that you talking about this right now? Is it okay that right now they listening, Neesto? Because they listening, Neesto. They listening. They listening now. Dre, is this what happened on the plantation, sir? We've never actually been on the plantation. We've read about it. 12 Years a Slave, awesome book. We've read the slave narratives. We read Zora Neale Hurston, as she wrote about the last slave that came through Mobile, Alabama. Dre, we ain't never been on the plantation. Is this how you acted out there, sir? Is this how you acted, sir, when you was out there? When you know, Master can hear us. We need to take this conversation over there behind the barn because Master can hear us. They listening. Y'all planning on escaping? Y'all planning on escaping? Because if y'all planning on escaping, I can sing the song for you. Zippity doo da, zippity yay. My oh my, what a wonderful day. Do y'all want me to sing y'all off the plantation? Because I was gonna stay here. Eyes is gonna stay here. Because Master can hear y'all. Is that how you used to talk, Dre? Is that how you talk to all your coworkers out there in the field? Huh? Is that how you talk? Is that how y'all talk out there? Her daughter? Is that how they talked? I'm just trying to understand this HLS. Master gonna hear y'all. Y'all keep your voice down, quiet. Cause Master gonna hear y'all. Now, which way y'all say y'all going? Which way y'all say y'all going over there? Over there beyond? I'm just saying. Southside Chi-Town said, don't try to plan around. Thank you. Don't try to plan around Dre, because we don't know what the hell Dre likely to do. Okay? All right? Damn it, Dre. We get it. We're listening. Dre gets it. We're listening. We are listening. Yes, we are. Oh, Ms. HLS, what I do? what I do, Ms. HLS? Justice Monson, Native, why you like what? Like what? I don't understand. PW says, Native, you have to stop. My head exploding. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I don't know what y'all talking about. Okay. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm just trying to understand why Dre has to constantly talk about people listening to this phone call, that when he answered the phone, it was announced that the call is being fucking recorded. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Okay. Delicate Dale, what? Delicate Dale said, Native, you're stupid. Nola Brown said, Native did not come to play tonight. I did not, damn it. I did not. I did not. Let's listen to some more. All right, let's listen to some more.
I just want you to know, bro. They be tuned in. I just want you to know now. They tuned in, Neesto.
They tuned in. I don't care about no tune in because I ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm talking to my phone call that my buddy paid for me to talk to him. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I'm on the government line. I ain't on my own line. I'm on the government line.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, Nesto. You're on the what? You on the government line? You on the government line? You on the government line. So if you on the government line, guess who on the call? The government. The government on the line. The government is the government phone call. So your buddy don't own them phone calls. You ain't saying nothing wrong, sir. You say everything wrong. Everything that come out your mouth has wrong attached to it. If your speech was an email, there would be an attachment to that email and it would be wrong. Because you either getting some facts wrong, you either saying something wrong, you either doing somebody wrong, or you talking wrong. So you got a lot of wrong attached to you, sir. So I don't know how you figure that out. Portia Matthews, look, Portia Matthews, government. That's right. This is the government. He on the government line. Okay. All right. BN said native is salty. I sure am, BN. I'm salty. But here's the good news, BN. I am pink Himalayan sea salty. Okay. I am the healthier salt. Okay. I'm not that processed salt. I am the Himalayan sea salt tea. Okay. I just want to make sure you get it right, BN. I am salty, but it is Himalayan sea salt. Okay. From the farmer's market. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. Donna Michi the RN says, good evening, everyone. Hello, Donna Michi the RN. How are you? Hope you are having a great Tuesday. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate that. Y'all, let's listen to this call some more.
Yeah, the judge asked me, did I have anything to say? Ain't no different. Ain't no different. All I'm doing is talking. And I'm just talking. Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm not making no false claims. I got my facts together. The lady went back there in the back and said, hold on, let me go.
You ain't making no false claims? You ain't making no false claims? Wait, did he say, wait, hold on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the judge asked me, did I have anything to say? Ain't no different. Ain't no different. All I'm doing is talking. And I'm just talking. Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm not making no false claims. I got my... Okay.
Here's what I want to do in case y'all don't believe me. All right. And I know y'all believe me. I know you do. Okay. I know you do. But I want there to be empirical evidence that this man don't know how to talk. Now, he just said he don't say nothing wrong and then came right back out and said floss instead of false. Okay. He ain't making no false claims. That what he said. But he just said, I ain't saying nothing wrong. Yeah, you are, sir. You don't even know how to say damn false. Damn, true or false. Come on now. Ms. Mesmerized, thank you so much for the super chat. Ms. Mesmerized says the Aquarius in me would have stopped talking after the first call dropped. Look, the common sense in everybody would have stopped, Ms. Mesmerized. I don't know what the hell is wrong with these two. Complain about every damn thing. But Ms. Mesmerized, let me ask you this. Did you hear this young man say false claims? He don't make no false claims. He don't claim to floss. Okay. When he go to the dentist and the dentist say, have you been flossing, Mr. Williams? He says, well, no. Because he ain't gonna make no floss claims. See, he gonna let the dentist know that he don't even own floss. And when he do own it, he play with it like it's a yo-yo. Love to shop 1212. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says, I'm behind in the chat. We New Yorkers ain't claiming IS, but allegedly she's from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. I ain't never met no Brooklyn people like that. Love to shop. I just haven't. I don't know. But listen. Here we go. So I'm going to Sleepy Libra. Okay. I am going to play this back. Okay. And I'm going to use the Legacy Moon slow-mo mode. Okay. If you see anybody else putting their calls in slow motion, just know that it came from Legacy Moon. Okay. Now we're gonna listen to this because I want to hear y'all say, I want y'all to hear him pronounce the L after the F, and he says floss claims. Okay, y'all listen.
And wrong. I'm on the government line. I ain't on my own line. I'm on the government line.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, did I have anything to say? Ain't nothing no different. Ain't nothing no different. All I'm doing is talking, just talking. And I'm just talking. Okay, so what I'm saying is, I'm not making no false claims. I got my facts.
And the thing is he says it like he know it's right. Like he ain't saying it like he's not sure what word to use. He's saying it like, I ain't making no false claims. I ain't making no false claims out here. I'm just talking. That's all I'm doing is talking. Ain't nothing wrong with me talking, Tanya B. Jet Black straight, I'm just talking. I ain't made no false claim, Shay. See my tie? I'm just talking, my tie. I'm just talking. Ms. Mesmerized, why you laughing? Because I'm just out here talking. I ain't making no false claims, Ms. Mesmerized. I ain't doing that, good Judy. Damn it, I'm just out here talking. Okay? All right, now let's go back to regular speed, because damn it, that's torture right there. That is torture.
Together, the lady went back there in the back and said, "Hold on, let me go get my own paperwork. Let me tell you what I got going on." And
Okay.
And if you go back and look, if people want to look and they want to listen, go back and look. The lady, they went back to the same thing with the June 26th. I'll never forget this. June 26th, 23. When the same DA used the same people use my stepdaughter name, same thing. Stay away from her. Stay away from this lady here. Stay away from this person here. That DA did the exact same thing. Used them same notes. We got somebody came forward. No, you didn't. It's the same thing.
I have no idea what the same thing. What same thing he talking about, y'all? I don't know. Leo Lady 251 has been a member for 6 months. Thank you so much for rocking with your boy for 6 months. I do appreciate that. That is half of a year, y'all. That is half of a year. Thank you so much, Leo Lady, for the member milestones. Says even in slow mo, he still country as flesh. Oh, trust me, Leo Lady, nothing is going to take the country away. Nothing. This man is pushing 60 and he still talk like a freaking third grader. So no. No. And listen, before y'all start telling me don't insult third graders, okay? Because I know somebody got their hand on the keyboard right now. Native, don't insult the third graders. There is no grade, okay, that y'all are gonna tell me that about, okay? If I said kindergarten or preschool, y'all gonna say, Native, don't talk about the preschoolers like that. That's how it always happens, okay? I gotta pick a number. And tonight I picked third grade, Jet Black, okay? I picked third grade. But he's very slow, very country, very dumb. This we know. This we know. Good Judy says, I'm serious because he couldn't have been in class because of the way he talks. I mean, this man, I want y'all to see something, y'all. All right. They say don't judge a book by its cover. All right. That's not always true. And sometimes you can get a good indication of what's inside of a book by the cover. Now, here is Ernesto Williams, a young Ernesto Williams, a pre-19 cycle Ernesto Williams. Okay. He looked like he talked like that in this picture. He looked like he was talking to the photographer like that in this picture. Hello, sir. I just come to get my picture taken. This suit too big for me, but hopefully you'll be able to take my picture and then I'll be able to go and show it because I don't make no false claims, sir. I don't make no false claims. My name is Ernest Williams. I ain't making no false claim. I'm letting you know what my name is. That's what they call me. And sometimes they call me Neesto. Sometimes they call me Neesto. All right. Now, where you want me to put my My Little Pony book bag at? Wait, they ain't have My Little Pony back then. Where you want me to put my Rickety Rocket book bag at, sir? This Rickety Rocket book bag that I stole from somebody. Where you want me to put it at, sir, so I can take this here picture? That's what it looked. It looked like he had that conversation right before they took that picture. Just saying. So young Neesto. Yeah. Yes, PW. Yes, PW. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He does look very greasy. Your friendly neighborhood cupcakes. He does. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Uh-huh. Yep. Good Judy said, good, good Judy said, that's why I say he ditched because they are smarter than he is. Shirley's divorce. Finally, yes. Jeanette Toy says why he looking like that, because he ain't know no other way to look. Right? Kimmy K, I'm just saying, he had to find somewhere to put his Ricky the Rocket book bag. You know, Ricky the Rocket wasn't the first black Saturday morning cartoons that we had back in the G. See? Well, book nerd, well, come on back, book nerd, okay? Come on back, because we ain't done with the call yet. We don't need you to go out just yet, okay? Don't go out just yet. We still got some call to go.
Same notes, bro. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. No. So, what I'm saying to you is that they had to give me a bond because I have not been indicted. Those type of cases, bro, they would have been indicted your ass goddamn the next day. I done seen too many times. I've been in here. Them are not no play charges. Okay. So from day one, since I've been in my preliminary here, I was innocent then. I don't even know how I got bounded over, bro. I don't even know how I got bounded over. It should have stopped then.
How I got bounded over. Wow. Ms. Mesmerize says that suit Sonya bought him. Yeah, I don't know. Ernesto and his suit choices or his suit options are kind of funny when you think about it. Ms. Mesmerize. Good Judy says we were talking about how I said he did school since kindergarten because of how he talks. Yeah, no, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Now, where a kindergartner has to go during the workday or the school day, I don't know, but like, I don't know where a kindergarten would just be running around the streets. You know, maybe Augusta is different, and maybe they got little kid hangouts like in Peter Pan. I don't know, but it don't make no damn sense to me. Okay. Portia Matthews says remedial school dropout. I believe if you are in remedial school, Portia Matthews, I believe that there should be extra security. They should know that them children are trying to get away. I think they should lock the doors. Joe Clark needed to be there. They used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they call me Batman. I think he should have been there at the remedial school. They can't let the remedial kids just run amok. Okay? Oh, man. See my tie. See what you do. See what you do. Let's go back. See what my tie talking about. Okay, we gonna go back. I already know what you're talking about.
We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it. No. So what I'm saying to you is that they had to give me a bond because I have not been indicted. Those type of cases, bro, they would have been indicted your ass goddamn the next day. I done seen too many times. I've been in here. Them are not no play charges. Okay. So from day one, since I've been in my preliminary here,
see, this is what my tie. So y'all think I'm petty? My tie come in and ups my pettiness. Okay, Tisha, I'm not petty. It's my tie. All right, my tie talking about what kind of hearing. You heard this man when he said this the first time. My tie.
Since I've been in my preliminary here,
you heard that the first time. Preliminary. Let's listen. Just listen. Listen to him.
Today, I done seen too many times. I've been in here. Them are not no play charges. Okay, so from day one, since I've been in my preliminary here.
Preliminary, okay, my tie. He said preliminary. He said preliminary. Jet Black straight. See, my tie be wanting. See, that's who be keeping up the mess. Okay. Preliminary. That's what he said. Because he can't get more than one syllable out. He is monosyllabic to the third degree. All right. The man can only say one syllable words. Anything after that, he gonna trip it up. In my tie, you know that. Preliminary. Your favorite, your friendly neighborhood cupcakes. Preliminary. Okay. I don't know what that is, GC, but he went to it. The only Tyrone Bigham says, dude was raised in the bottom of the well. Yeah, you're right. But see, it's my tie to keep up the mess. They blame me, but it's not me. It is my tie that come in here talking about what kind of hearing. Yeah, you know that man said preliminary. Okay. You know that. Good Judy said, LOL, I have to start reading out loud because listening to Nesto is messing me up in real life. Oh my God, don't let that happen, please. Please don't let it affect your real life. Don't do that.
I was innocent then. I don't even know how I got bounded over, bro. I don't even know how I got bounded over. I said, it should have stopped then. So I got my facts together, bro. God already told me I'm coming home because I'm an innocent man. So don't worry about that. When we had that conversation, we're going to ride in the eye. We got to talk about this thing here. I said, one thing I told my partner, I promise you, we ain't never having that conversation. Remember I said that?
We ain't never having what conversation?
Well, about that charge just got dropped off.
Okay.
I said that. So I'm making another promise to my partner again. We're not going to be talking about this no more because guess what? It's over. It's over.
Yeah, it's over this though, just not in the way you think it is. Listen, here's the thing. I said this, and I really hope I don't offend anybody when I say this, but I'm kind of weary when people tell me that God told them something. I am not saying that it's, but when certain people, let me just say that, maybe that'll make it better. When certain people tell me that God told them something, I'm a little weary. Now, God managed to tell Nesto that he was coming home. God didn't manage to tell you, Nesto, that damn CP was coming back. I'm just, because I believe that if God was going to talk to you, that a God of the universe, a God that created everything, a God of creation, right, of mercy, a God of love and all the things, right? I think that God will be very, very, very specific. And I don't think that God will say, Nesto, you going home, without saying, Nesto, you kind of got some CP charges that's going to come right back. I don't understand why God didn't tell you that, sir. Could it be that it's God lowercase g? Is that a different God? Is that a different God, Ms. Mesmerize? I'm trying to understand. Ms. Mesmerize says Nesto still think he gonna get time served and released. I don't know why he think that. Ain't nobody told him that. Jay Blake said Nesto be lying on God. I believe that too, because didn't he also, Jay Blake, say that God told him that he and Shirley were gonna be all right? He told God, he told Shirley, he said, God told me that we gonna be all right. He told Shirley, if I'm not mistaken, Jay Blake. Okay, Janetta. If I'm not mistaken, he said that God told him that he and Shirley was going to be blessed with 10 times more. It was going to be abundant blessings for him and Shirley, and him and Shirley are currently divorced. Did he not understand God? Did God misspeak? I'm just trying to understand, because Jay Blake say Nesto be lying on God, and I'm having a tendency to agree with you, Jay Blake, because I can't understand how God is getting all these things wrong when God has no way of getting it wrong, because God is the creator and overseer of the entire universe, including the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility. So how does that work? Anybody? I don't know. Chi-Town Lee Remote say gaslighting using God. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Janetta says a lady was in court giving honor to God. By the time it was over, the judge was pissed and said she would get the marshal to escort her out. I think, you know what I think, Janetta? I think in everything there are fanatics, right? There are some YouTube fanatics. There are some NASCAR fanatics, right? You got people that are LeBron James fanatics, right? Got LeBron James tatted on them and everything. There are people that go overboard with things, and I think religion is not an exception. There are just these religious fanatics. Now, I don't think it's fair when people like attribute that to everybody that practices religion, everybody that's in Christianity, everybody that's a Muslim, everybody. I don't think that that's fair, right? It doesn't represent everybody. There's always going to be some people that just don't know the boundaries and don't know when to, pipe down, like in your case. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. You can give honor to God in a really personal way. It doesn't have to be public. So I think that there's always going to be people that are just, that take it too far. Well, in the case of an Ernesto, though, I get particularly weary when somebody who is a career criminal would tell you that God told him he's coming home, but God didn't tell you not to take them people car and exchange it for a broke down ambulance. And God didn't tell you not to marry all them damn people without getting a damn divorce from at least 2 or 3 of them. And I just don't see why God swoops in and tells him that he's going home, right? Right? But didn't tell him not to have I Am Hazel stripped down and put her phone in the freezer. How does that work? I'm just trying to understand how that works. Now, maybe I ain't been to the right seminary or any seminary, okay? Maybe that's what it is, all right? And maybe I just need some more understanding on how God communicates to Ernesto Williams, okay? All right, maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. Wendy Shy 73 says, Shirley got the blessing. She got rid of you and got a raise. Chi-Town CPA says, now native God probably did say, Nesto, you're going on, but because he's a liar and forgot God told him he was going home in 2045. Oh, there you go. There you go. Forgot. Okay, gotcha. Rossi says, God didn't tell him shit. He's yoked up with someone who don't even believe in God. Ain't that something? God sent all them atheists to strengthen your faith. Make that make sense. Lady Janice says, in the bushes listening in, I just read a scripture that said men are wise in their evil deeds, but don't know how to do good. I immediately thought of Nesto. Now, Lady Janice, one thing I will say about you is that I do know that you read the Bible, not just the book of Job. I can tell by the way that you comment and the things that you say and the context in which you put biblical scriptures in this chat that you know the Bible, okay? I believe that you are a student, that you are still studying to show yourself approved. Okay. But I do believe, Lady Janice, that you know what you're talking about up here. Now, Lady Janice, I ask you, how is it that God told Nesto he was coming home in 2024? It's 2025. He still got RICOs and he still got a trial coming up. Why God ain't tell him to do right out there in them streets so that he wouldn't find himself in this position? That just sounds like a God of chaos that Nesto is describing. Just curious. I'm just curious, Lady Janice. That's what I'm curious about. Dr. Charles in the house says, good evening, Native and Tribe. Hello, Dr. Charles. How are you? Yeah, I don't know why he does this. I just don't. I don't know. Janetta says Nesto believes in the Old Testament. They had multiple wives. He married none of them people. The marriages wasn't legal. Oh man, my talk says maybe it was the voices in his head. It could have been. It could have been. Who knows? I don't know where you're getting this shit from. Nana, I'm gonna leave this up here because maybe Nana knows something we don't know. Because see, Nana said he going home in 2045, which is 20 years, which makes sense to me. With everything he facing, maybe a little bit longer, Nana. But you spoiling it for Nesto. Nesto think he going home soon. Okay? Soon. The Duchess said God sent him an atheist and a pretender. I've never in any biblical story heard of God sending an atheist and a pretender to do anything. But, you know, the lowercase g Bible that Nesto reads with Hercules in it, maybe it's in there. I don't know. Let's listen.
I'm an innocent man. So I'm good. You're good. So God done already told. He gave me confirmation through you. I didn't ask for that. You just told me. This is what I want for you to do right here. Figure out a way. Well, that's to me. That's God. You ain't told me nothing wrong. You ain't told me nothing wrong yet. Have you? No, you haven't. Everything you spoke on and came to light, God just talked to you. I just thought to me to listen. Not making no comment, just listening. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, you online?
I'm on the line.
Okay.
I don't know what to say no more.
You ain't got to say.
I'm here. I got money on the call. I'm gonna try to sing something. When I tell you I don't know when you get out, will we be able to pull these calls up or go back? Well, I don't know how long this stay.
Let me say this right here.
Okay.
We're in a new age right now. You can't hide nothing. I don't care if you delete it 100 times. Them white folks got the system set up. You can't hide nothing. You can't. Well, I'm gonna delete because he's coming. But it's too late to do that now. It's too late. The damage has already been done. Guess what? If it ain't on recording, it's on paper. Trust and believe that. Believe that. So don't you worry about none of that. You just keep doing you, Mr. Dre. You know, see, one thing you made a statement is a true statement. Everybody talk about people. And they talk about people who they don't like, dislike, whatever. They do it every day. They don't go on their job and I don't like that, such. They say, here, I'll be listening. You correct what you're saying. But see, what killed me is right here. And one thing I learned that when I saw Fannie Mae get up on that stand and cut the food, okay, ain't nobody said nothing about that. When I seen this lady sending 1,000 motherfuckers down there to state prison down there, they ain't saying nothing about that. They ain't saying nothing about when, okay, taking the money from the budget.
I'm sorry, Neesto. When you saw who get on the stand, did you say Fannie Mae? Like the student loan people? Anyway, I would rather talk to y'all. Okay, let me see what y'all saying. I would rather talk to my tribe than to listen to this right now. I need a break. Off of me says, hey, Native and Tribe, I've been in the bushes. Well, thank you so much for jumping out the bushes off of me. Glad that you are here with us. GC says, was this before or after he dogged Dre the Bone? So this is before. This is before. Well, wait, no. Hold on. Y'all help me out with that. Is this before or after? I was about to say it's before. But now that I'm looking at the date, 2024, something's telling me that's after. Y'all help me out with that. I'm not sure. I thought I was sure, GC, but I'm not sure. Your friendly neighborhood cupcake said, did God send Dion to tell you that they're going to baptize that ass? That's how he got his baptism. He was recommended for baptism. Yep. Pre-Pony Waller Williams says, laugh sound like he frying chicken. Lady Janice says, Native, you hit it spot on. The God with the little g, as Satan with the little g, is the God of this world. And home could be the location of a few places. I'm just saying. I mean, Lady Janice, look, I don't know. Like I said, I don't claim to be nobody pastor. V. Lenore. I don't claim to be nobody pastor, nobody clergy, nobody bishop. I ain't none of that, right? But I do know a little something. And I do know that when somebody says God told them to tell them something, what normally would happen if God reveals something to you, because of the type of God that he is, he's going to reveal all of it to you. Not just you're going to be all right. Not just you're going home. No, he's going to reveal everything. He'll be able to tell you who your enemies are, who your friends are, who's going to help you, who's going to be instrumental in you going home. All of those things is when God reveals something to you. He ain't just gonna say you all right. Because God ain't country. All right. God ain't created a lot of things, and he might have invented country accents, but God ain't country. I ain't never seen nothing that say God is a bumpkin. Okay. So yes, Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae. Fannie Mae. Minding my business being nosy. Fannie Mae. That's who got up there and showed out. Is Fannie Mae. Not Fonnie Willis, Fannie Mae. Okay. All right. This is the man we supposed to take serious as a serious businessman. And we supposed to believe that this man leads some kind of prison scripture. He reads scripture and leads a Bible study inside the jail. We supposed to believe that. All right. Real zesty little dude say put mustard on our beat though. Okay. All right, we're gonna do that. Now one thing we're gonna do over here at the Native Tribe is we gonna put mustard on our beat. Oh, that's what we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. You ain't gotta worry about that. Okay. All right. What stray, Leo lady? I don't be throwing strays. What stray? What stray? Who got a stray, Leo lady? I don't know what you're talking about. I threw a stray. Okay. Beyonce Native prison is his home. Well, then that makes sense. He's going home. He's going home. Mm-hmm. To be with my Lord. Mm-hmm. He's going up beyond. I'm going up beyond. I'm going up beyond. That's where he going beyond. He going up beyond. Okay. If anybody asks you, or better yet, if anybody asks who, Sean Hoover, where I am going, where I am going soon. Deanne got me singing over here. Deanne got me singing over here. Okay. Going up beyond it. Mixtures Monica. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says God told me that if Native Tribe gives me $5,000, that he will be blessed with $10,000 in 30 days. Do what God said to do. Native. Gonna have to be disobedient in this instance, Mixtures Monica. I'm gonna have to be disobedient in this instance. Okay. All right. Gonna have to be a little disobedient. All right. Just saying, Mixtures Monica. But great try. I appreciate the effort. Mixtures Monica, thank you so much for the super chat. We're gonna listen to just a little bit more. Okay, guys. Okay. All right, guys. We're gonna listen to a little bit more. Okay.
Just ain't saying nothing about that. Okay.
Well, no, they talking about it now. They talking about our ass now.
Okay, they talking about it, but they ain't talking about this right here. When I saw that lady get on TV the other day and start laughing like, y'all can't touch me, y'all can't touch me. I saw that with my own eye when this lady looked in the camera and said, "Face told y'all can't do nothing with me." That's exactly what she said. I said, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Okay, let me give you an example now. When they cut the fool and say, cheating. Okay, you saw a prominent woman of power. Listen what I say, a woman with power that them white women caught her up on.
I'm sorry, what kind of woman?
That's exactly what she said. I said, ooh-wee, ooh-wee, ooh-wee. Okay, let me give you an example now. When they cut the fool and say, cheating. Okay, you saw a prominent woman of...
What prominent woman at? What prominent woman at? Prominent woman, I need you to report to the chat, prominent woman. Where's prominent woman at right now? Sonya Boots, you saw a prominent woman. Now we got a prominent woman. That's right, prominent woman. He done called your name. He has called your name, prominent woman. He is using your name in vain over here, prominent woman. He said you'd have seen a prominent woman. Now, I only know one prominent woman, and that is the prominent woman that is on your screen right now. I don't know no other prominent woman now, DA Fonnie Willis, okay, who, again, I have no problem with her, okay? I don't even fuck around in Fulton County because I don't want to find out, all right? Now, I do know that she is a well-spoken, prominent woman, but Neesto, we only got one prominent woman, and that's the prominent woman that's in here with the tribe, right? Prominent woman said, all right, close the damn doors right now. Neesto, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. It ain't but one prominent woman, all right? And she is a proud member of the tribe, okay? Don't be throwing prominent woman name around like that, okay? Prominent woman said, close the doors right now. Y'all, this man can't talk. This man can't talk. He can't.
Woman of power. Listen what I say, a woman with power that them white women caught her up on something. That's what they say now. I ain't saying she did it. I said what they called her. They say they caught her up on something. You listen to what I'm saying now?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is a woman dogging a woman out like that? No, they're not. They scared of that. But me, I get dogged out all the way around. Nasty Neesto. What the fuck? I'm telling folks, man, I ain't did nothing with these folks saying. Hold on, no.
What's your name, Neesto?
What's your Nasty Neesto? I ain't do.
What's your name, Neesto? Nasty Neesto. What's your name? That's dope. Y'all, we gonna listen to it again. Don't worry about it. We're gonna listen to it again. Yeah. See, what he said was, okay, Fat Town Leave Remote. What he said, Sonya's Boots, is that we scared to talk about Fonnie Willis. Now, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with Fonnie Willis. If I had a problem with Fonnie Willis, just like if I have a problem with Sylvia, Sonya, Neesto, any of these people, I got a platform, and I can use that platform to air my grievances out. I have no problem with Fonnie Willis. Okay, black woman in Atlanta doing her thing. All right, that's all I can say about it. Now you might feel different from me, and that's fine. But I ain't got no problem with it. But what he's trying to say is that we scared of her is the reason why we gonna do it. No, Nesto, we don't mess with Fonnie Willis because we ain't got a problem with her. She ain't have CP on her gold phone, right? She's not being accused of theft by deception. She ain't been married 5 times and only divorced twice. She ain't did none of that stuff, okay? So we ain't got a problem with her, okay? But Nesto think that we just pick on him because we scared of her, all right? Nothing could be further from the truth. Listen, y'all.
You listen to what I'm saying now.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is a woman dogging a woman out like that? No, they're not. They're scared of that. But me.
All right, here it comes. But me, okay? Y'all wonder where I get it from. This is where I get it from. But me, see, me, he made sure that he put that me in there, okay? All right? Hey, let's talk about it all. Follow me. This is where I got it from. All right? Native, where you get that me from? This is where it came from. Listen, y'all, listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is a woman dogging a woman out like that? No, they're not. They're scared of that. But me,
see, there it is. There it is, Deanne. But me. What about you, Nesto? What about you?
I get dogged out all the way around. Nasty Nesto.
But me, I get dogged out all the way around. Nasty Nesto. Now, here's the thing. Messy Sassy. Okay. Here's the thing. Magic City's finest. Okay. This was so funny to Dre that Dre broke for a minute. Dre brain broke down for a few minutes. Okay. His brain broke down, and his brain said, he couldn't get the words out, y'all. He couldn't get the words out. Right? Now let's listen to Dre. Okay, let's listen to Drake. Here we go. Oh, children, come over here. Let me tell you the story of Burr Rabbit. Let me tell you the story of Burr Rabbit, Burr Bear, and Burr Fox. Oh, bro, Nesto, zippity doo dah. I'm telling y'all, if Dre don't remind y'all of Uncle Remus, go find you a bootleg copy of Song of the South and watch it and tell me if that ain't Dre, okay? Zippity doo dah. Listen, y'all. Listen, Dre broke for a few seconds. All right? Dre broke for a few seconds. All right? Jay Blake want me to play it straight through. No problem, Jay Blake. We gonna play it straight through. This one's for you, okay? This is for you. Watch the build up.
You listen to what I'm saying now.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Is a woman dogging a woman out like that? No, they're not. They're scared of that. But me, I get dogged out all the way around. Nasty Nesto. I'm telling folks, man, I ain't did man what these folks saying.
What's your name, Nesto?
They call me Nasty Nesto or some shit I ain't do.
You know what? You know what?
Boy, Dre is about to fall out his Crocs laughing at this shit. what they call you, Neesto? Nasty Neesto. Over some shit I didn't even do. Lord have mercy. Nana says, Madam DA did not do anything that the rest of them on the other side had not done. Look at her credentials, then we can talk. You can't compare yourself to her, Mr. Career Criminal. Or what they call you? What they call you, Neesto? Nasty Neesto. He about to fall out his Crocs. What they only black but not better. What they call you? What they call you, Neestos? They call me Nasty Neesto. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all. I ain't gonna lie. This shit never gets old. Shit never gets old. It never, ever gets old. I'm just saying. Whew, y'all.
What?
It's funny that you said that. You just brought back some memories. So when you said that, when I told you, I think on a couple phone calls back. Remember I told you, I said, you know what they call you right here? Yeah, you say what? And I said they call you Nasty Neestos, right? However I said it. So they don't took my voice.
What?
Yeah. Your girl Nyla on Grown Woman Vibe.
Who is that?
You cussed her out about something. I don't know, but just listen to your boy. So on Grown,
he's never cussed her out. He has never. If Ernesto had cussed Nyla out, do you know that response would have broke the internet? You got that one wrong, Dre. You got that one all the way wrong. Trust me. Grown
Woman Vibe. What's it called? Your people know who she is. Ask your people when you talk to who Grown Woman Vibe is. So Grown Woman Vibe, that same skit that you just said, every time her channel come on or when it's something to deal with me and you, she uses my voice. She goes, you're nasty. So that's on the skit on her show when it come on. Whenever she want to imitate or bring your name up, that's what she uses as a sound bite. She don't take my voice. I'm not part of that. It's funny here.
You are referring to Fran's channel, sir. Get it right, okay? Get your content creators right, Dre. You talking about Fran, okay? That's who used your voice. That's who did that, okay? All right.
Wow.
They make a boy. This shit is funny as hell. It's funny though. That Nyla boy, she's something else. Yeah, she's a nasty.
Wow.
Oh my God, man, this shit is crazy. But go ahead though with the statement. I'm just listening.
Well, I'm just showing facts. That's all. I'm just showing facts. You know.
Yeah, go ahead, spit your facts. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, just speaking fact. No, I'm just facts to fact. I ain't talking about McKay. I ain't talking about nobody else but me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying nothing wrong. I'm just saying what I see. You know what I see because I do a lot of listening. So that's what I'm saying. The truth coming out, bro. Just a little bit more time. The truth is coming out. Little bit by little bit is coming out. I saw what I saw when I went in that courtroom the last time. I saw what I saw. I'm good.
Okay.
God got my back. He got my back. I make the same statement. I ain't talking about no folk come jealous or getting religion. I ain't got to do that. I've been the same person. I ain't changing.
Okay.
I ain't changing at all. No, I'm not doing that. So for what? Yeah, you my buddy. I said what I want to say. That's it. Ain't nobody doing nothing wrong. You ain't committing no crime. You're a hard-working man. They were cool with that. Man. First, I love Drake. I love him. Now, he's a villain. He just, man, these folks so confused, man. They just say anything.
I'm sorry, Neesto, can you do that again? I'm sorry, sir. Let me tell you, when Neesto is making fun of people, to me, that's the real Neesto coming out. Because to me, I could really see him talking about Gary with the T in this way to his cellmate, right? I love Gary with the T. I just love Gary with the T. I could just hear that. Okay. Let's listen again. I promise this is how I really imagine that he talked.
Ain't nobody doing nothing wrong. You ain't committing no crime. You're a hard-working man. They were cool with that. Man. First, I love Drake. I love him.
Don't that sound too natural? Like, don't that sound too natural? And why would you be doing an impression like that in a jail, right? Unless you are extremely comfortable talking like that in jail. Because see, I'm not finna be in no environment full of men on the phone talking about I love Drake. Because see, they don't have the context, Nesto. See, context is important, right? Context is important. Now, what possibly could have happened in my imagination, once he gets off this call, that Kidney Punch Ken or one of his other buddies in the dorm probably walked over to him and said, "Who is Dre? Who is Dre?" And Nesto was probably like, "That's my bestie. I love Dre." I wouldn't leave any room for any doubt as far as where I stood with my manhood while I'm incarcerated. Lord forbid that ever happened. Okay. But I don't think it's wise to be on the phone talking about I love Dre. I love Dre. I don't think that's a good thing, Brody Love. I just don't. Deanne, I'm just saying. Okay, Tanya be here. All right. I just don't think that it's wise, Jackson Tabasco, to be in a male dormitory on the phone where nobody has any context as far as what you are talking about, and you're on the phone saying, "I love Dre. I love Dre." Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Look, Wendy Shaw asks a very good question. Wendy Shaw says, "Are the likes liking? Please like the video if you like the video. If you like me, the tribe. If you like YouTube. If you like phone calls from prison. If you like the entertainment. If you like it, then like it. Make it official. Hit that like button. I appreciate you. I really, really do." Pre-Pony Waller Williams says he whispers them CP charges though. Yeah, you know they caught the yeah, they found it on they said it was just some images. It was just some images. Yeah, he whispered that Pre-Pony Waller Williams, but then when he talk about Dre, I love Dre. I love Dre. Yeah. Somebody gonna walk up on him. Somebody gonna walk up on him. Prominent woman says, Nesto, how would you know how someone feel about Dre? Because sir, you don't have access to the internet. Nesto, you are repeating what the side rooster told you. Right. Again, I wouldn't repeat nothing Sonya say. I love Dre. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? They gonna walk up on him. They're gonna walk up on him, Jackson Tabasco. Watch what I tell you. Deanne say do his laugh one more time. You talking about Dre laugh? I mean, Dre was literally, I think that is his way of giggling, right? Because he doesn't have a giggle, but that turned his tickle box over real quick. With the what they say? What they call? They call me Nasty Nesto. Y'all silly, man. Y'all silly. Y'all, it ain't me. At this point, it's not me. Okay, this point is y'all. Okay, it ain't me.
Now he's a feeling. He just man, these folks so confused, man. They just say anything.
I'm a criminal. Well, yeah. So,
yeah, they just say anything. You know, so it's the same thing. And they had to say whatever she had to come out. One thing I know about for sure, when you're dealing with something, what you're dealing with, if you're not gonna win, you gotta win some kind of way. Come forward, you gotta have common sense, you gotta have street sense, you gotta book sense. That lady had to come out with the street sense. Well, you know, the victims came out. That's the only card you can provide. Ain't no victims. You had to come out with she had to come out with that. That's because guess what? You just seen it time and time. If you let a fool out, sometimes you have some good folks get out and they ain't nothing to have them, but you have some fools go out here and mess around and retaliate on people that don't even deserve to be retaliated. I understand all of that. That was that card right there that they pulled. I ain't mad at how they pulled their card. They pulled their card depending on what they did. Because they were losing. If you really sit down and listen at the whole interview, what happened, they were losing. Because I've been in that front lady 2 times. They beat me with one thing. Okay, and the same thing, you had to come on with it. But guess what? They won and I won. So am I satisfied with the result? Yeah. I ain't mad this time like I was the first time. So it is what it is, because she didn't go on into the cases and all that like the other lady did, which I was ridiculous too. But one thing I do know, I know my kids, I know my people, and I know people who I deal with. I understand character. But she said, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna put Jay Blake's comment on the screen because I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. And listen. I know, okay? I know that as the host of the show, as the commentator on the show, all right, I know that I should be up on whatever the hell this man is saying. But I will be happy to admit to you all right? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, all right? I don't know who she is. I don't know who character he know. I don't know none of this right now, y'all. I don't. Okay. All right. And I'm not going to be, because listen, let's be real. Let's be real. I've heard some content creators, I ain't calling nobody out. All right. But I have heard some content creators that pretend like they know what the hell these calls are talking about. I'm not them. Over here at the Native Tribe Show, I'm going to be completely honest with you. All right. Excuse me, Ms. HLS. I'm going to be completely honest with you. All right. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now. I don't. And I don't think that any slow-mo will help us. I don't think closed captions will help us. I don't think that there's anything that can help us understand what the fuck he just said. That's just being real. That's just being real, BN. I don't know. Okay. I don't fucking know. All right. So we're gonna keep the train moving. Okay. We got about 10 minutes left. All right. Let's keep this train going.
The people they called me and they said this man. I said them folks don't even talk like that. They don't even talk like that. So I knew it was some flam when it came down to that. So I'm good on that. Your boy's getting ready to come home. Yes. God already done.
Okay.
Yeah. And about the other person who got locked up, that ain't had nothing to do with me. Them folks done took that and probably spent that shit all the way to the hills and back. You know what I'm talking about?
I think I do, but don't call their name, please.
No, I ain't calling
Yeah.
nobody. I ain't calling nobody's name.
Yeah.
I ain't calling. Yeah, they spent that hell and back. They had nothing to do with me. Anything motherfucking get on something, they gonna run with it. It's crazy. And they don't care what life they destroy. It don't even matter. As long as they get what they get, it don't even matter. I never thought I would be in this kind of position I'm in right now at all. They got me out here like I'm a Green Lantern or some damn body. That's crazy.
They got you out here like who? Hold on.
So you just continue.
Wait, they got you out here like who? I gotta hear that again. They got you out here like.
That's crazy. So you just continue being a good man. Don't worry about that shit. No. They just gotta get the giggles and the laughs.
Hold on. Yeah, we giggling and laugh. We didn't have plenty of laughs tonight. But who they got you out here like, Neesto? I'm confused.
They get what they get. It don't even matter. I never thought I would be in this kind of position I'm in right now at all. They got me out here like I'm a Green Lantern or some damn body.
Like he who? Wait. They got you out here like who? Who they got you out here like, Neesto? What? They got you? I have no idea. Like when I'm so serious, right? Like right now, MMPD's finest. I have no damn idea what he just said. He said they got him out here. I don't know your friendly neighborhood cupcakes, and we ain't finna be out here all night trying to figure it out. I don't.
That's crazy.
Sleeper Leaper said Green Lantern. That is what it sounded like. They got me out here like Green Lantern out here. Okay.
So you just continue being a good man, man. Don't worry about that shit. Not at all. They just got to get the giggles and laughs and get all that. Because guess what? If they had a man, ain't no man going for that shit. You sitting around gossiping and all that. They ain't trying to hear that. Because if you do it to me, you're going to do it to them. They're common sense. Don't no man, not no real man now. Not half a piece of man who into the same thing they into. They don't give a damn. But a real man, they ain't going for that. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah, I take.
Ain't it funny how somebody that didn't raise his children, cheated on all his wives, has the nerve, the gall, and the audacity to talk about a real man? Ain't that something? Neesto is something else, y'all. Neesto is something else. This man got bigamy charges, can't stay out of jail, didn't meet his son till he was 13, ain't took care of none of his kids, ran around on his wife, got arrested after the wedding. But he got something to say about a real man. Oh my. My. Boy. I don't know. Yeah, he said a piece of man. Wait, the only black man I've been say, Will's there, Pills there, Dubs there, double dizutch. Double dizutch. Yeah, that is this man right here, man. This dude's something else, man. A piece of man. A piece of man. Okay. All right, Neesto. Well, we'll see when Sonya bring you some more gossip with Steve Harvey and them rappers again, and see how of a piece of man gonna get into all that. Yeah, you forgot we heard them calls too, huh?
Hey, take your deep breath, bro. It's gonna be all right. Everything gonna be just fine. Yeah, everything. Yeah. If I'm still walking around, trying to hold my peace and everything, I'm trying to do the best I can, bro. Cause boy, look at it. There's plenty of time I like to say what I want to say, but I ain't got nothing to say right now. Nothing.
Carlise Burke, not Carlise Burke. You know, Carlise Burke been rocking with me for 3 months. That's 90 days rocking with your boy. I appreciate the super chat. Carlise Burke says, "Child, you performing tonight, standing ovations." Now, I don't know if y'all know it or not, but Carlise Burke is our in-house Hollywood. That's right. She ain't out here making skits. Sonya's niece, okay? Carlise Burke is out here making moves in movies, okay? That's what Carlise Burke is out here doing. Now, Carlise Burke, for you to say that about me, I appreciate that. That means the world, coming from somebody who is acclaimed, all right? Got them IMDb credits. Carlise Burke. Y'all look up if y'all don't know about Carlise Burke, all right? But thank you so much for the member milestone, rocking with me for 3 whole months, all right? Let's listen to some more. We almost done. Let
it ride on, Yeah. Did you ever talk back with your folks, or you just left that alone too for a minute to cool off?
About what? You gotta check my memory because there's so much going on. What? Huh?
When you said you're gonna call and check on them, make sure everything was good.
What happened to them?
You said that a statement was said that you had to get together there. You remember that? That was the last time I ride with you.
A female or a male?
A female. So you had to.
You said I had.
There was a statement made. You said I didn't say it, and you had to call and make sure that.
Oh yeah. Oh no, them folk called me that night when they heard that phone call. I ain't heard from them since then.
For real?
No. Because no, I haven't. Because even if I tried to, I was trying to explain myself that night. You know what I'm saying? Give me a chance to catch up. Let me hear what you're saying. I don't think it was that. But their mind was already made up. They said what they said. They hung up the phone. And
what?
Yeah. And they believe what they believe. Neesto. So
wow.
Yeah. I mean, so it wasn't intentionally. That's the way they took it. Out of all the people in my life, they thought you were talking specifically about them.
Oh.
And that's what's sad. You know what I mean? So,
right.
Hey man, okay. I know my heart. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Okay.
I even sent them a birthday card for the birthday. Yeah. Happy birthday. Cool. You know, they sent back a dry ass thank you, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, all that's gonna be smooth out. Every time you give me a blessing with confirmation, brother. Every time I talk to you, so I'm chill. It's coming. It sure is. See, sometimes people worry about things that they know that they done did. I ain't got to worry about nothing because I ain't did shit, so I'm good. And the truth is coming out every day. And when the truth come out, you don't give me no credit now. You know that? I don't get no credit.
You ain't getting no credit.
Can anybody tell me what the credit-worthy news that came out about Ernesto? Is he still talking about the CP charge? Because guess what, bruh? It's coming right back. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you. I know you had a brief little victory lap around the male dormitory over there at the Cobb County Adult Correctional Facility. I know you just was running around. You know, you and your cellmate probably had some special celebration in the cell. Probably had a little light bootleg candle that he can't light. You know, probably made you one of them penitentiary cupcakes that they make from the crushed up Oreos and water, and they form it together to make a cake-like substance. Maybe you got one of those from your cellmate, and then y'all had a little special time, a little cuddle time. You know, maybe you received it all night long. Maybe you received it all night long. Remember, Neesto, when you told Shirley that you received it all night long. But Neesto, they coming back. The CP charge is coming back. I'm sorry. I don't want to. Okay. All right. I don't want to, ruin it for you, bro. But they coming back. All of them got dogs. They all coming back. The ones that Sylvia prayed away. My friend Legacy Moon says that when Sylvia's prayers go up, indictments come down. And I ain't gonna lie. My friend Legacy Moon is on to something. Legacy Moon is on to something with that one. When Sylvia prayers go up, the indictments come down, Neesto. D.A. Winfrey said we're gonna revive that in an indictment. And that's what she did, Neesto. That's what she did. Yep. That's what she did. Okay. Let's listen. We only got about 5 minutes left, y'all.
Here, if you walk out a free man tomorrow and say everything that we accused this man of was wrong, we made a mistake, you still
ain't
gonna be sure. And I'm not gonna tell you that she's sorry. Hell no. I don't believe that.
No.
They're gonna be mad.
Yeah. But well, first of all, you gotta stop lying. First of all, you start lying, then you ain't got nothing to be mad about. Correct? You made a mistake.
I'm just listening.
Yeah. Well, hey, it is what it is, and if it happens,
I don't know what to say no more.
I know you don't. I know it's so
They
goddamn.
take my words, they twist my words up, they play it back over and over again, rewind it back. Did y'all hear what Dre said? Yeah. See, they know that I'm supposed to be the closest thing to you, and they know Dre know what's going on. Dre really know what's going on. They say if anybody knows Dre know. I don't know everything that she done, Neesto. He never told me everything that she done. You know what I'm saying? We have our own set.
Now, Dre, here's what I need for you to be careful of, okay? It's funny how all the way at the beginning, you bitched, moaned, and cried about they listening. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What should I say? You sound like Vanessa on the Cosby Show when she went to go see Stevie Wonder. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What's your boyfriend name? Robert. Robert. Y'all remember the Stevie Wonder episode of Cosby Show? Yeah. That's what he reminded me of Vanessa Huxtable right here. I don't know what to say. But you don't know what to say. But yet, this is what you decided to say on a recorded line.
Yeah. See, they know that I'm supposed to be the closest thing to you, and they know they Dre know what's going on. Dre really know what's going on. They say if anybody knows, Dre know. I don't know everything that you done, Neesto.
I don't know everything that you have done, Neesto. Wow, Dre. Sir, let me remind you how it goes. Everything you can and say will be used against you. Now, Dre, this call is monitored, okay? You didn't say, Ernesto, you ain't did nothing. That ain't what you said. That ain't what you said. What you said is, I don't know everything that you have done. In other words, I don't know, Neesto, about all these crimes that you have committed. That's what you said, Dre. Whether you believe that's what you said, whether that's what you meant to say, that's what you said. I don't know everything that you have done. Leo Lady said, Dre, wrong words. I'm just trying to point out, you can't say that you paranoid and you are so scared and fearful about what you are going to say on a recorded line and then turn around and say, I don't know everything you've done. I don't know everything you've done. Now, if I believe my friend didn't do it, or if I knew that my friend didn't do it, I would say, I don't know why they got you in here with this shit. I don't know what they expect me to say because you ain't done nothing. Let me help you fix your words, Dre, in case you want to get back on the recorded line again. What you should have said, sir, was you ain't done nothing. See how sometimes all you got to do is listen. You ain't got to ask no questions sometimes. Sometimes folks gonna tell on themselves. And Dre just did just that. He said, I don't know everything that you have done. Dre knows about Ernesto's crimes. See? Now, Dre, I know you're going to say that we're going to make this headline news, and I do not have the ability, the power, or the influence to make this headline news. But what I can do is for me and my tribe, we can break down what it is that you say. This has not been cut, copied, edited. Y'all see on the screen, this is the call that we are listening to. Dre says to Neesto on a recorded line, I don't know everything that you have done. Sir, you are not helping your friend. You are not helping your friend. Bian says, right, he knows some things, crimes, but not everything Neesto has done, and believes he's done more. Correct. Bible Lady says, hey, everyone, Dre knows where the bodies are hidden, allegedly. He do. See, and that's the thing. We don't want to know everything he done, Dre. We just want to know what you know about. You know, we want to know about the everything. I don't know everything. We want to know about the things you do know. That's all. Stop talking on recorded line, sir. You're not good at it. You're not good at it at all.
So, you never told me everything that you done. You know what I'm saying? We had our own separate lives or whatnot, whatever, but you didn't tell me everything you done.
He is not only doubling down, he is emphasizing everything. See, y'all wonder why. I had some people ask me why I said Dre is slow. This is why Dre is slow. You never told me everything that you've done. If you ain't got people that's got the good sense to say on a recorded line, you ain't done nothing. If you ain't got people around you that got good sense to say, I don't know what they talking about. You ain't no criminal. You ain't never told me about nothing. As far as I know, the only thing that you do is raise your kids and cut hair, right? If you ain't got people that's got the good sense to say that on the recorded line, you're doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong, and you need to hang up immediately when you ain't got people like that on the phone with you. I'm just saying. Lady Janice says, Dre, if you comprehend the blogger's commentary as being twisted, then obviously what you said was twisted, because the commentary is your twisted conversation. The words you hear are your own. Oh, you notice that, Bian? Bian said Neesto is quiet as a church mouse. Quiet as a church mouse. Pre-Pony Waller Williams says, did Dre go down to the station yet? I don't know the answer to that, Pre-Pony Waller Williams. I don't. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. The woman he chose also noticed how quiet Nesto is. Yeah. Double Handcuff says, did he say what, not what, no, what, not whatever? No. No. This man stood up here and said, I don't know everything you done, Nesto. Mm-hmm. BN says that's why Dre watches the commentary, because he's learning about him and all the charges. He's getting a lot of information. I will say that.
No, I mean, it really ain't much to tell. So I'm just trying to figure
Well, they think I know. They think I know. They think I know. You know, I just listen. You know, and I'm gonna be quiet, man. Shit. Like,
yeah, well, you know what?
man,
Here's the thing. You're going to be fine, brother. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. Everything is going to be just fine. I trust me, it's going to be just fine. Them folks don't even believe in God. They don't even believe in their damn self. So don't worry about it. No, they don't. They don't. Because God, real God folks, you remember them old ladies that come and go to church, come out with them big old hats, come on, make sure you got your meal and everything. Hey, come on in, dog. You got some problem, I'm going to talk to you and put some Jesus in your life. And first thing you see, them big old pictures out there with Jesus all up on the wall before you come to the front door. You ain't got that going on no more, sir. You got the devil sitting up there. That's what you got. So don't worry about that. You good. You got a good heart. Don't worry. You take care of your family. Damn folks ain't got nobody to take care of. They ain't got no responsibility. The lights gonna get cut off tomorrow. Come on, man. I ain't want to get me started. No, just because I don't want to get started. Because I know what's going on. One thing you said, that's what you said. You married. That's what you signed up for. You know what? I done heard that for so damn long. It's a custom like furniture. And that was good for me. That was just a real friend keeping you in check. You know what I'm saying? These folks ain't got that in their corner like that. So now they're going to keep on drilling. He know what's going on. Yeah, because they guess what? The one they think they're going on their life, they talk about it like a dog. Girl, she talked about me like that. You know, I don't want to get cussed because I will. They talk about each other like a dog, man.
Well, you can cuss. I don't know. I don't heard you cuss before. This is not serious. So, you know. I
heard you cuss before too, sir.
I don't care nothing about you cussing.
I know you don't, but I done gave the woman my word, so I got to stand on that right now. I got to stand on it.
Oh, you told you going to stop cussing? You going to cuss?
I told her.
Period? Or just around her?
Well, I told her I was going to calm down. But, you know, I really don't cuss that much unless I be around my boy, get loose and stuff like that. You know, talking boy talk. Yeah. But I told him to try to work on that, because see what it is she say the cussing bring the anger. The anger bring the cussing. That's what she's saying. Because I'm trying to stress my point, and I don't have to stress my point.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I like that. You listen to what she said, and you got something out of it. So you know, so you willing to try to make a change? Okay.
Yeah. Because she's right. She said you have nothing to worry about. So you know you don't have to stress nothing to nobody that you know the truth. I know the truth. Man, broke that shit down so good to me. I have to listen to that now, because that's a good one right there. That's the truth, though. It's the truth. So yeah, I ain't got nothing to worry about. I don't. Yeah. And I saw that when I went to court. I saw that. I saw it with my own eyes. I have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm good. Yeah. So you just keep it smooth, player. Keep getting your hair cut, keep wearing that goddamn smell good, you know what I'm saying? Keep the shit going, player. Don't worry about what them folks talking about. Trust me, they had your number, they be blown up on the side. And guess what? They ain't even telling their girlfriend that they didn't know who you are. You better believe that.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and turn notifications on so you don't miss the next one.
Y'all, guess what? On a Tuesday, we made it. We made it, y'all. We got through all the foolishness, all the shenanigans. We had a good time doing that. I want to thank Phone Calls from Prison for providing this content that we laugh at, poke fun at, review, commentate on. We make statements. We make jokes. And we have a good time. Thank you so much, Shay, Phone Calls from Prison. I want to thank the notorious Native Tribe Mod Squad for handling all the things behind the scenes. Thank you, ladies, for everything that you do. Lady Janice says, what? It amazes me how he talks down about people, but he talks about people not believing in God. Talking down about folks is not godly, Sylvia, but we are to believe he is godly, Sylvia. Yeah, there's that, Lady Janice. We, at some point, you can't even really take him serious or what he's saying serious when it comes to God and religion and all that stuff. We all know it's just a ploy. We all know it is just a ploy. Yeah, so thank you all. Look, tomorrow me and V Lenore are going to get together and cook something up special for you. So be on the lookout for that. All right. There will be, of course, we'll send you out notification, let you know what we're doing. Probably will be around the same bat time, around 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right. In the meantime and in between time, man, look, I appreciate all the support. If you sent a super chat, if you dropped the Cash App or the PayPal, or you just gave a super sticker, I appreciate all the love and all the support. Do not forget, we got new items as of today. Okay, we got new items. NativeTribeShop.com. Let me just tell you, I have a Love Black Women t-shirt. I have a Protect Black Women t-shirt. No, Protect Black Girls t-shirt. Okay. And a Listen to Black Women t-shirt. Okay. So go by NativeTribeShop.com and check me out. Even if you don't pick up something, just check me out. I got the gaiters for the if you want to cover up while you're going out to the store, because that measles virus is going around. I got some coverings for your mouth that say Native Tribe if you want to represent. Okay, I got new sweatshirts, I got new t-shirts, I got all that. All right, so check me out. That is again NativeTribeShop.com. But thank you all for hanging out with me. I do appreciate that so much. You could have been a lot of other places on the Tuesday night, but you chose to hang with your tribe. Look at you. Look at you. All right. But that's all I got. Legacy Moon True Crime and Mysteries. I will check in with her and update you as necessary and as needed. Okay. All right. But in the meantime, we are out. That's all I got for y'all, man. And look, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you are enough. You are beautiful. You are loved. And you are blessed. And there isn't anything that anybody can do about that. Not even you. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for supporting. I will see you all tomorrow.